Hello there! From behind the yellow line, this is Epic Trammin'verse. My name is Kirk, and today I'm joined by my friend, and he survived Stardust Racers, John Haunted Harris.
What's up, everybody? Our Trammin'verse topic of the week is Epic Universe.
And we're also joined by our friend and the bartender at Celestiki. Cut him off after how many drinks?
36, counted them myself.
Hello, everyone. Welcome aboard Trammin', a Disneyland podcast. Please lower your head and watch your step while boarding. As a courtesy to other passengers, we ask that there be no eating, drinking, or smoking on board. In just a few moments, we will begin our trip into the Disneyland Resort news and topic of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, this tram is ready to depart. Driver, you are clear.
Welcome back to Trammin', everyone. Happy Wednesday. We are your hosts. How do I say it with you guys? Kirk, John, and Freddy.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
What's up, Epic Boys?
Yeah, doing good.
Drive over here sucked.
Hey,
Not for me.
Hey, that drive was a real beach, huh?
Yeah. Beach Boulevard sucks.
I used freeways. It was
Yeah,
a
you
lot
just
shorter.
hopped on and hopped off.
Yeah, like a people mover. I wish it was one.
You wish.
Always.
So, let's clean up John's skid marks with housekeeping.
I didn't even get to make any. That's how bad it was.
If this is your first time here, welcome aboard Trammin', a Disneyland podcast where we talk about the Disneyland Resort through and only through our eyes. Listen to full episodes every other Wednesday or topic-only uploads on Big Thunder Thursdays. If you enjoy the show, like, subscribe, comment, and review us wherever you can, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and of course, Rain's favorite, YouTube. Head to Trammin.com/ask to write into the show and request access to our Discord. You can find links to Tiki Kingdom, Bubblina's Bread, and lore on Trammin.com. And you can listen to Trammin' 301 next week. So we will have the 2 weeks in a row because of reasons this one time. So you guys will not be missing out. But for now, this here's our Trammin'verse topic of the week. Epic Universe. We're getting right into it.
Yeah.
You guys went.
Yeah.
Epic
Oh, yeah.
Universe separately.
You went like
Yeah.
2 weeks after me?
Yeah, just 2 weeks. So
No, like right after me. Yeah, like right after me, right?
Benefit. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we gotta cheers, guys.
Oh, we got
Oh,
cheers.
definitely
drinks.
cheers it.
Freddie brought something, but
Boom.
yeah, I don't know. How'd you guys?
Cheers.
Where do we even start?
Yeah.
Walking up to it,
I was going to say.
Let's do that.
I was going to say the entrance itself.
the
Yeah, absolutely.
Gate of Destiny.
What do they call it exactly? The portal at the entryway. Oh goodness me, I'm forgetting the name
It's
of it.
it's the
myself.
it's the swooshy spectacular thing, right?
Yeah.
It has
Oh.
like,
Yeah, this thing. Forgot to mention, I saved this for this
it's
episode.
a tower, but I don't think it's called a tower.
No, it has a name, but
It does have a name. It's like the thing.
oh my gosh.
It's
See, you're gonna get a little bit
it's
of
like
this,
the
folks,
Wayfinder,
not too much.
you know, but it's not the Wayfinder.
I'll admit that when me and my group, when we first walked up to the entrance, we stood there for quite a while. Actually, we were looking at it, taking pictures, watching everyone else take pictures. It was just we were in awe, and it has like little icons of every land that's in there, and I don't know if they're in any kind of order on purpose, but it's each icon that's at like each portal, so it gives you a little tease if you didn't know what's even in there of what lands you're going to experience.
It's funny because it's like it's really hard to look up what it's
so
called.
beautiful at night.
It really is.
It's so
but
beautiful
We'll
at
get
night.
there at the very end because I definitely wanted to cover Celestial Park at the very end. Walking
interesting.
up at the entrance of the park and kind of even like parking lot, kind of making your way towards it. I mean, you can definitely tell that this is a new park. The trees are still growing in. Everything's kind of at its very beginning.
Yeah, there's no shade right now anywhere,
nothing,
guys.
Nothing. It is concrete. It's kind of interesting to me to see where the park is design wise, because you can tell like the steampunk nature of things from the very get-go of Arrival, like just kind of swooshing lines and like the patterns of everything. You're like, you know, somebody who designed this was like,
I have another name
is
for
cool
this.
in the early 2000s.
I honestly, I don't think it's steampunk. I think there's something regal about it, but I think my friend RJ would agree, this design is Atlantean. Because there is like this subset of people who are super interested in Atlantis, and like
It's the Kronos Tower, by the way.
I have it there.
Finally, thank you.
Yeah, it's the Emerald Gate with the Kronos. It's just the Kronos.
The Kronos, that's what everybody.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, what is it? Like the gyroscope of Destiny. I'm just everything of
Kronos is
Destiny
up there, and it's rotating, and the whole story and lore behind it is like that. This is powering all the portals in the park, so it's like the energy is pulsating out from it. And at night, you can actually tell because of the LEDs that are built into the entire, celestial park, that the energy is pulsating from there and into the portals and from there throughout the park. But it's kind of wild that you're just like, it took me how many seconds here to even try and like you found it before I did, but I was still like looking up and I'm like park icon tower, like nothing, and just no one knows what this is.
Yeah, when I heard Kronos, I'm like, oh, okay, because it's like a time thing. But it also looks like a time turner. But you guys
very
didn't
much
get
so.
my previous
Yeah.
Harry Potter reference, so
No, we're not steeped.
But
in
this
that.
the time turner is heavily involved.
It is. It is.
Right.
later on.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Right, the time turner. The
So I
time
know
turner
that.
takes you back in time.
Yeah. But walking up to the gates, something we should mention is that something that is heavily used in this park is facial recognition. And so when you walk up to the park and you come in with your park ticket and everything like that, you're going to scan that. And they are going to be, instead of traditional Universal Park where it's like, I got to use my finger and, scan that. And so that's attached to my park ticket. It's going to be your face.
Yeah.
And so you have to stand on a marker and you stare at a box and they are like, all right,
They
good
literally
now.
just give you a thumbs up.
Here's a thumbs
They're
up.
like, go.
Now you can walk on in.
It was so
Dodger
weird to
Stadium
me.
is like that.
It was
Yeah.
so weird to me just walking up to like, good.
Yeah.
And sometimes it would scan both of us, like two people, and they would go, good.
Which is wild because when you look at the other side, if you do turn back, you can see the screen and you can see how it's doing the tracking of everyone's faces.
And it,
with
like,
little,
puts, like-
little check marks
Yeah.
next to everybody.
Super cool, right?
Very
Yeah.
cool. Very
It was
cool.
very odd to me.
To be fair, Disneyland is exactly the same way now. You just don't see it as obviously.
But it's also
same.
very bad. It's like, oh, there's two of you standing there. Can't have that.
nah, it's not working.
I think I don't know what Universal has. I know Disney just has the one camera. One camera is usually a bad way to do things, and it's not an infrared camera either, so it's not a 3D thing. I don't know.
It seems like it's a singular perspective based off of the camera.
When
that's
you went
there.
and
I don't
looked,
know.
was it in color?
It was black and white.
See that they're using infrared, like
there you go.
the Xbox Microsoft
So maybe
Kinect.
maybe it's a little bit more
Infrared
advanced.
is what the iPhone uses for Face ID.
yeah.
But Face ID also projects a map of dots.
This
on
is
your
out of
face.
my realm.
Well, this
Yeah.
is good to know.
Anyways,
Well, then it's definitely why it's more effective. Then.
how much did it cost you to get in through those Emerald Gates?
Oh boy, I don't even want to think about it. But definitely consider that it's probably around $200 a ticket on average
the
for
one-
Epic Universe
for just Epic?
a singular park ticket.
That's crazy, no?
Yeah, not really. I mean, they are highly incentivizing you to bundle days. So if you are going to do a 1 day, 1 park at Epic Universe, that's not how Universal wants you to go visit. They want you to do 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. The more days you do there, the more of a deal you're going to get, the more they're
Of
gonna
all
throw
the
in
parks,
free
it
things.
could be like.
all of them.
So is it one of those like, oh, but if you want to go 2 days, you're going to Islands of Adventure tomorrow. It's only an
We're
extra
throwing a
$50.
free day in. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I had to, what you were saying about like, they're very much like, yeah, no, do it this way, do it this way. The website, I had to basically almost loophole my way around the website to get
It's always the best.
get it to work the way I wanted it to, because they wanted to just bundle everything up. And I get it that it's supposed to save money, but they wanted me to stay longer than we were going to. And I had to keep removing things and then adding back what I actually wanted. I was like, this is crazy. Like, I just want to be here for 2 days, do 2 parks, do 2 express. Like, why can't I just do that? No, you have to, like, all the bundles are 3 or more. I mean, but single days is so easy to find. But if you try to do 2s, any 2 parks, they're like, no. Come do the new thing. Come do the new thing too. That was another thing, is it was like, oh, you can buy Universal and Islands for the same price, do them in the same day, and then we'll give you Epic. And it's like, but I don't want to do both of those in the same day. Heck, I don't even want to go to one of them.
Yeah, and it's they really try to, I mean, they're trying to compete with Disney here. So they're trying to bundle things in. They're trying to price things out, and everyday things change. So your cost for your single day can be varied based off of what week you're visiting. So when you're looking out in advance, you're kind of like, okay, all right, when am I visiting? What am I trying to do here? What days am I going to Disney? What days am I going to Universal?
Was Express for Epic, like, just by itself hard to find for you?
It wasn't hard to find.
Okay.
I mean, I just went through the website. I just did everything through there. And there's a certain level of, at least for me personally, that I was willing to accept a worse deal for simplicity. For just like, I know that.
I mean, that's basically what I did.
Okay, well, it's like the thing of, you only did Epic, right, Freddie?
Yes, just Epic
So, okay,
Universe.
it's one of those, it's a better deal to go to 2, but it is less dollars
Yep.
to go to 1, right?
Yeah.
Fewer dollars, I know. So you just kind of have to bite the bullet. You know, it's like, this is a
Yeah.
better deal, but is it a better deal if you're spending more money and you don't, you know?
Yeah.
It's more, yeah.
It's like, I had to buy it. It was on sale. It's like, but you weren't shopping for that.
Yeah.
All right, we'll come back to the entrance and
There you
all
go.
that.
Finally found it.
Oh.
I did want to finally there you go. I found exactly my ticket cost. That was the important part. All right, cool. Our tickets for a singular day at Epic Universe was $189.99 for the day that we went. For the Express Pass separately, because that's like something that you bundle on board. Oh, no. Okay, so for the single day, it was $174 for the single day, for the one day at Epic Universe. For the Express Pass, it was $189.99. So
And that's on top for everybody listening.
on top of that.
You add those
So
together.
going on the rides was more expensive than getting in.
Yes, going on the rides, and that is guaranteed access, and we'll discuss that
Yep.
as we
Unlimited?
get into it.
Yep. No.
So
Did you do
once
unlimited?
per attraction?
Okay, I didn't do
There's like
unlimited.
There is no-
there's
we
like
didn't do
6
unlimited.
rides in this park.
There is no unlimited. We're going to get into it, and the difference between doing that and not getting to do everything in a day. That means you are basically spending a total of, at the very end here, for 2 people to go to a brand new theme park, $775. And now we're going to get into Epic Universe.
Yeah, so
There it is, folks.
let's go.
All right, let's go. And what a great transition in there. All right, so Epic Universe, as you enter into it, you're going to walk in the beautiful celestial gardens that we're going to talk about later. Atlantean, architecture.
Big statues.
Big statues. Oh my gosh, the giant statue that you first walk up into. You kind of definitely got this sort of Greek god type thing going on here. There's a lot of influences that they're playing
and you
with
can
here.
see straight across the entire park at Grand Helios.
Yep, the hotel.
I thought we
at
were
the very
talking
back
about
of the park.
Super
We're
Nintendo.
walking to Super
Oh,
Nintendo.
okay,
We're
okay,
getting there.
all
We're
right.
Yeah, I was
getting
gonna
there.
ask you.
We're teasing.
I was going to ask you, so when you went through the
Yeah, yeah.
Chronos, did you go left or right?
Oh, left.
I went left also.
Yeah, we're going there.
Okay.
We're going straight there. Immediately you're going with the flow. I know that you talked about standing there at the front of the portal to the park for a minute. Not for Anna and I. It's like, we got to go. We got to take advantage of the time that we have here. It is time. It is a go time. So straight to Super Nintendo World, you go into that giant green pipe, and there are some Super Nintendo Worlds in other parks that Universal has built, but none quite like this one. I think that by far this is definitely the biggest one that they have built, and the most detailed. When you first enter in, I was surprised to be greeted. I'm sure you were too.
Are you about to say what I think?
Escalators.
Yes.
You
And
walk.
this is why
you
this
go
is
into a
my
pipe.
worst portal.
You go into the pipe and there's escalators.
You
that
go
greet
into escalators.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the negative guy.
I mean, I just said it's my worst portal. So I hated it.
As someone who's never been, so I understand. Super Nintendo World looks like I don't care about it at all.
Okay.
It's just like a plastic bowl,
It looks plastic, yeah.
and it's like Death Valley in there. I hear.
And what's cool is I've been.
Seat.
You've been to the one here?
No,
Okay, so I've been to the one here. Have you been to the one here?
Yep.
Yeah, so we got to like directly compare them,
Oh,
which
yeah.
was cool.
Yeah.
directly compare what carbon copies of each other.
They
Not-
are not. at
no,
all.
no.
They're
No.
No,
very
no. I
different.
thought the main area is the same,
They're different.
Yeah?
Completely different. They're different builds. They
but they copied the
aesthetically-
Japan one.
The Florida one is 2 floors, right?
The Florida one is
Because there's a
2
whole
floors,
upper
yeah.
area.
They're both technically 2 stories, but they're different. They're very, very different in terms of the organization of them. I don't think any of them, even the Japanese one, I don't think any of them are carbon
The
copies.
Japanese one is the epic one.
Really?
This is like, and a lot of the stuff is the same thing in a different area.
Okay.
Like that's what I don't like about it. Nintendo is super stringent about everything they do. Super strict about everything they do.
Yeah.
So it's like this Bowser's castle must look like this with these proportions everywhere. It must be this color everywhere, which I get. It's a video game,
Yeah.
but like it's strange. Like you show me any one of those lands, and if you don't show me the Donkey Kong area and the Yoshi ride, I don't know which park is which.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense. When you walk in, though, I would say the Epic Universe version of it definitely feels bigger. You definitely have,
ours is the worst one.
I would say that there is a slight difference in that the Hollywood version, every time I've gone in there, everything is working, at least in the mechanical aspects. When
There was
I
a
went
lot
to
of
the Epic
things.
Universe,
Yeah, there was a lot of things broken.
the
even
Epic
for
Universe
us.
version, all of the mechanical kinetic energy stuff was all broken.
And it hadn't even been a year since it opened yet. I
None
don't
of it
even
was
think it's
working.
still been a year yet since it's
it
opened.
rains over there.
I think that's the main problem. And it does in Tokyo too, but Tokyo has better maintenance. Epic Universe, it just wasn't working. But the Hollywood version, you go in there, hey, everything's moving. So at least you have kinetic energy. But the Epic Universe version, yeah, you definitely saw some cracks in there. That being said, it's still colorful, it's still beautiful, and you don't have visual intrusions, which Hollywood does have. So you are completely immersed in, I am in the video game world. I mean, it's kind of cool because they get to play with a few more biomes than they do in the Hollywood version. Because again, it's a larger world. You're a little bit overwhelmed with just how much is going on in there. It is definitely just with how crowded Epic Universe is, and that's the first thing that you're going to deal with going to Epic Universe. It is crowded. It is. These lands are tight. They are packed, and especially when you are in a place that is, as described, a bowl, you really do feel it. That being said, once you start getting to those experiences and you finally made it out of the central space and into actual queue, now you can start getting to, get things done. And I kind of put things in an order here, and so we can go through them, even though that's not necessarily the order that, we did things in. But let's just kind of get to Mario Kart first, because that's kind of like, hey, it's duplicated everywhere. We've kind of
So
done it
I had
before.
never been on it over here.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay. Yeah, definitely
when
talk
we
about that.
went on it over there, that was our first time. We had basically avoided it over here just because the whole 3D, and it didn't seem like it would be that fun because the cart is moving so slow and you throw on these 3D glasses. And to be honest, we just didn't fully understand what it was. So riding it at Epic, I'll give it its flowers for, you know what? There's a lot of cool things in that attraction. When you go through like the haunted house area or like Luigi's Mansion or whatever, you have a full like chandelier above you swinging back and forth. When you're underwater, you have fish and like these are like physical set pieces. It's so cool. And of course, the 3D stuff still happening all around you. I had no idea what I was doing. I have no idea. I don't know if I did a good job or a bad job. All I know is it said we won at the end, and we thought that everyone wins at the end. But then we had another group that was with us, and it said they lost. That Bowser's team won.
That's
and I didn't know
interesting.
there was
Yeah.
two different outcomes.
There's a threshold. Yeah.
So But yeah, the set pieces are incredible. Like if you decide to ride it, like let's say you don't like motion sickness, or obviously no one likes motion sickness, but let's say you get motion sickness, or you just think you need AC or whatever, ride this ride and don't put the glasses over your eyes and just look at everything around you.
It's simply not fast enough to get motion sickness.
No.
Oh, okay, I guess.
No, I don't actually know. But I'm making a joke about like...
The ride is confusing to me. Was it confusing to you? Like there was so much happening. I didn't know if I was hitting.
As somebody who's been on over a dozen times because of California, no, but I can also understand. I don't know.
I've heard it's better without the glasses. And that
Well, when you hit the shell button, it apparently shoots where you're looking. So there's so many times where I'm hitting the shell button and I'm not looking at the actual target I wanted to hit. I'm looking somewhere else. And I'm like, oh, that's not where I wanted that to go.
But you only got to do it once.
Yeah,
right?
we only did it once.
Yeah, that's the hard part is that this is an attraction that is, I mean, it's their version of Midway.
The queue is
Mania.
super cool too.
The queue is excellent.
Yeah.
It is hyper immersive, and there's this battle, and I think I don't know if I discussed this on Trammin' before about Super Nintendo World, but it's the whole battle between Nintendo and its becoming family friendly and trying to execute on like everyone gets to ride this ride, and it's interactive and it has to interact with the idea of the video game. And, taking Mario and their characters and turning that into a ride. And obviously we want a ride vehicle, and a Mario Kart just makes sense. But then everyone, it's a sort of misconstrued idea with the audience who thinks Mario Kart, I want something fast. There's that disconnect that's there.
It should be a little fast.
Yeah.
I mean,
What
it's
is
Mario Kart with superstars.
What is
and
the
boosts.
speed of it compared to a Disneyland ride? Like, pick a ride. You're good. I feel like you got this.
I honestly, you have moments that
It's like Mr. Toad speed.
no.
I think it's slower.
It's slower.
Oh no!
Yeah, I
moving,
think
man.
it's slower.
Okay, so it has moments that simulate like Rainbow Road, where it's like because it's doing projection on the walls and everything. It'll go into a dark room and it'll do projection that's happening in your headset as well as in the room itself, almost like a speed tunnel to give you the effect that you're like in a race. And that is as fast as it feels in that ride. And it's because it has to be a slow moving, high capacity attraction. And it's just, there's a lot of constraints that it had to deal with being an interactive shooter. That is, this is their Buzz Lightyear Midway Mania, and that's as fast as it can be.
Well, it's faster than Buzz Lightyear, right?
Yeah, it's faster than Buzz Lightyear, but it's similar.
I do like that when you get hit.
Yeah, because people are like, why haven't you gone to the Hollywood? And I'm like, there's one ride, and I heard like it's not even the coolest thing in the land, and that they sell a hamburger with mushrooms in it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
The Toadstool Cafe is cool.
I will say that the ride spinning when either a shell or a banana hits you, I didn't think it would actually do it, but
It's awesome.
you spin 360.
360.
So
Yeah,
there's that.
it's very, very cool.
Half the time I didn't know what I got hit by, but I was spinning.
If you have your headset on, you're facing the right direction. You absolutely see it. I see it every time. I think it's just one of those things that it also benefits from a lot of ridership. I mean, it is designed to be gamified. It is designed for you to ride a bunch of times. But when you're in a theme park like Epic Universe, like in a Hollywood, you can actually do that ride a bunch of times.
This ride is for somebody. It's just not me.
Absolutely.
For a 5-year-old, they're probably like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
I feel like Mario Kart is like, and it came out around the same time as Web Slingers and DCA, and I feel like they got about the same reception. And they're both like equally. I'm like, the quality is the same. I'm like, you both have problems. You both failed. You both failed to execute
Stop
on the
it.
idea.
Get some help.
You failed to understand your characters and your one of you is like, yeah, web sling like Spider-Man. I'm like, and it's like it should have been swinging. And one is like, Mario Kart, like like the thing. And it's like, no, you failed to understand. It's the exact same problem. But anyway,
Speaking of fast rides,
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Yoshi's Adventure.
Yoshi's Adventure. No. Very slow moving. This is their people mover for Super Nintendo World. We were lucky, Anna and I, that we got to ride this, and there was cloud cover. Because if there's no cloud cover,
You're burning.
you are just out in the sun.
Yeah.
In
Yeah, you're
Florida.
burning.
Like super slow, right?
And
It's
is super
slower than
slow.
Mario Kart.
There's one covered show sequence. You have barely any animated characters in this thing. But if everything, now to be fair, when we were going through these sequences, everything around the Yoshi ride was working. So everything was moving. You got a lot of kinetic energy. If you had a kid with you, very entertaining. You're just supposed to sit there. You have 3 colored eggs and you tap them when you see those colored eggs on the ride. Very cutesy, very entertaining. Great if it was a 5 to 15 minute wait. This thing is consistently over an hour.
My buttons didn't work.
That's wild.
Buttons.
Yeah, they're buttons.
Yeah, there's 3 buttons.
What
There's
are the-
3
There's
eggs.
3 buttons
There's
in
Yoshi
front of you
eggs.
on your ride vehicle.
And so if you see a Yoshi egg on the ride that matches your color,
you push the
tap
color.
egg.
It's red, green,
And
blue.
at the end, then a golden egg appears because you found all 3 eggs.
It's red, green, blue, right?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it, like,
it wouldn't
sync with
register.
your little band or whatever?
I believe it does. I believe you get a little, achievement unlocked
All
thing. Everything does in the land. We'll get to that at the end of the discussion. And I will bring up here after discussing these 2 attractions. I mean, what did you think of Yoshi's? You can bring it up. It's quick.
No, so not a ride for me. I do like pretty much the beginning of the ride because you get a good view of the entire land.
Oh yeah, that is true.
But
Yeah.
then you eventually get turned around, and I did like the little inside show part too.
Mhm.
But there were also some things happening with some of the Yoshis that I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, there's some weird sequences happening in there. They also have the Baby Mario characters or something.
Oh, that
like
was
in there
cool.
too.
That was cool to see them
Fun
represented.
references. I think the number one issue with this is it's so short.
There was a Mario Galaxy reference too.
Oh yeah. You look through a portal and you see
You
Mario
see,
Galaxy.
you see like
it's
the Galaxy
Hedge
Earth or
Planet
whatever it is. Yeah.
Galaxy Earth?
Mario Galaxy Earth.
It's whatever the starting planet is.
Yeah,
for Mario
that one.
Galaxy.
Oh, okay.
But if you're gonna do that, where you're gonna have a ride that kind of goes above the land and lets you look into it, it should actually go around the land instead of just at one
That's what I
corner of the
wanted.
land.
That's what I thought
and
it
you peer
did.
into it. Anna and I were lucky enough that I had my phone out to take a few quick selfies of, hey, look, we're at Super Nintendo World with Yoshi, and that's it. We were just happened to do that quick enough to get those before you're stuck in that ride. For
I feel like
another-
there's a whole corner of this
seconds.
land, which
Oh yeah.
when you go through the portal, you exit through Peach's castle, is the left side,
Mhm.
the left corner. I feel like there's nothing to do
It's
there.
just I think there's some interactive stuff at the bottom, but otherwise it's
But
just
up top, there's
pure
nothing to do.
facade wall.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's either where the event space is going to go, or that's I don't know geographically where that is. It's either the event space, or eventually you're going to have Zelda over there. Whichever side that ends up being on. But I don't know if we want to talk about where should we talk about Express Pass? Should we talk about that now or later on?
I feel like for Harry Potter or something.
Yeah, let's wait for that then. Okay, anyway, let's go to the third and final attraction in Super Nintendo World.
Hey, we only have one here, so that's saying something.
That is saying something. Third and final, and this is not in the actual Mario side of it. This is actually in its own Donkey Kong country, and that is Minecart Madness.
It was so cool. When you go to the Donkey Kong area, you're in Nintendo World, Super Nintendo World, but then the Donkey Kong area has its own entrance that makes you feel like it's a land with a land, which is what it is. Actually, that's what it is. It's another land in a land. And when you're in the Donkey Kong area, you feel completely separate from everything else that you were just in.
Hey, just walking out there, and then you're just like, bam, I'm in the
The
jungle.
plains there,
I'm in Donkey Kong, which I mean, to be fair,
his house is there.
my experience with Nintendo is pretty limited, but it's like I still get it, and I'm
Yeah.
still in it, and it's very cool. And I'm just like, all right, cool. There's tikis, there's Donkey Kong, there's bananas flying everywhere. I'm ready to go. This is cool.
Also, there's Pikmin hidden everywhere, and I think
There
there's
is.
Pikmin hidden in ours too. But
Way
the
more
most,
in
my
Epic
favorite
Universe.
Pikmin we saw were the blue ones in the water for the DK Minecart Madness ride. They're right there around the water area that
Yeah.
you ride through. But there's also hidden Pikmins in the queue for the Minecart Madness. They're like hieroglyphs.
Nice. So Minecart Madness, getting in line there.
Speaking of fast rides,
This one is actually
this is a fast ride.
no, it's not.
It
it
actually
can pick.
is.
It picks up.
It picks up. This one is actually quite thrilling.
You're going up and down hills.
This one actually surprises you dramatically. This
There's
one
parts you don't know where you're going.
you have no idea where you're going. I think there are parts of this that I don't even. I'm like, I think I blacked out. Like I don't even remember.
Dude, I was
You
bracing.
blacked out?
I was bracing for moments that didn't happen, and then when I didn't brace,
I don't even know what happened. I don't even know what happened.
We dropped.
Yep,
I
we
was
dropped.
like, I
Yep.
don't know what
There's
we're doing
fog,
anymore.
there's
I
stuff
can't figure
happening.
this out.
There's show effects on the roller
There's
coaster.
a point where you see multiple tracks, and you're like, okay, we're gonna. Oh no, we're not. Where are we going?
You're bouncing between 3 different tracks.
It was cool to see Dixie
That was very
Kong.
cool.
Dixie Kong is
yeah.
that was cool. Did not expect to see her.
I mean, you think you pulled off a roller coaster with show sequences, with the wild idea of, hey, we're going to translate this game into a reality with a minecart that actually does jump the tracks. Now, it is. I think if you think about the ride system too much, if you're thinking about, I'm trying to look for the coaster track,
That's what screwed me up.
That's
what screwed me up.
and it screwed up.
Not
lot
in
of
like a
people.
bad way. It was just like I don't. This is crazy. I don't know where we're
feel it
going.
more, or you're gonna feel the physics of it. And if the less you I at first I was feeling that. I think it was with the lift hill. I was kind of paying attention to like, oh, you can kind of feel the kind of wiggle of it, because it's very much you're just trying to understand, am I secure? Am I secure to the wall? Because I'm not secure to the track underneath me. I'm bolted to the wall. And so that kind of gives you this shimmy because you're dangling on the edge. Like think of Goofy Sky School when you like are kind of dangling on the edge there. But that's the whole time.
So you didn't like that?
No, I loved it.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying that
Oh,
like,
like he sounded. This doesn't sound like a
saying-
problem.
I'm
to me.
saying that you got to understand that. And once you get that through your thick skull and you forget about it for a second, which, I mean, it doesn't take much to forget about it, because once you start looking, you're like, wait, what's happening now? I mean, the ride's throwing enough bananas at you that you should start, stop thinking for
Just
a minute.
ride it.
and
Just ride it. Just let it happen.
That might have been I think that was in my top 3, actually. I think that was really good.
I was gonna make a reference to slipping on a banana peel, but then realized nobody was there, so it's okay. I just needed to
right.
say it.
That's okay.
Because we were talking about bananas. I'm like, I gotta. Oh wait, they weren't. They weren't
yep,
there.
yep.
They weren't there. So,
Oh,
anyways,
man.
Speaking of
sorry.
you ranking it, I'm gonna put it above something later on when I don't know if we're gonna list them,
Oh, yeah,
but
we'll
I put
talk
it
about
above
later.
something I think a lot of people are gonna be surprised about. So
Oh, interesting. We'll keep that in mind. But yeah, I think it's really fun. This is one of the number 1 rides in terms of like wait time.
So
like people,
I was gonna ask.
they booked it.
We're
Yeah.
Express Pass. Would you have waited 2.5 hours for this ride?
I will give
No.
it credit for having shade. I will give it credit for
Yeah.
being inside for the queue, but I don't wait 2 hours for anything, man.
No, I just couldn't. I wouldn't have the
What?
patience.
Would you wait 2 hours for that monster ride?
Probably
Got it.
because that's
Yeah.
the main thing I
Got
went. That's the main reason why I went.
know.
Yeah. Well, and there's a difference between waiting for one of the world's best dark rides and waiting for a
Danky King.
2-minute roller coaster that's really, really fun.
So, side question:
Yeah.
would this style, with the fake track part of it,
Yeah.
would this make a cool Indiana Jones roller coaster?
Oh, hands down. It would be
like it would be
yeah.
cooler than the Jeep.
If you could pull this off.
If the whole thing
If
was like
you
a
could
chase
do-
sequence.
Well, if you could do what the original idea was,
Uh-huh.
where you could do this and the Jeep
Ooh.
in the central room. And so you have the central room, and then you have the Jeep goes through, you have the roller coaster goes through, and you see the loop of the roller coaster in the central room.
Okay.
That was the original idea. And then you'd have the Jungle Cruise boat.
And then
would be
they're
coming in
like,
too.
"Oh, we're on a motion simulator. We can't go upside down."
Well, yeah, but the original idea was you'd have 3 rides entering into one large room. Like it was inspired by Knott's Berry Farm with the
Like 3 different rides.
Yes.
Oh, crazy.
That was the original idea, was that they wanted all the Adventureland attractions to all enter into the temple. And it was going to be
crazy.
yeah, wild idea. And then you run into, but what happens when you get a fire? A smoke alarm goes off, and then you have to shut down every ride at the park.
Ooh.
And then you're like, yeah, we can't.
Adventureland is completely closed.
Yeah, it's like,
Everybody
oh, this guy
evacuates.
dropped his hat.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want to deal with that. Anyway, yes, I would love to see something like that. I think that the idea of revolutionary, we are living in a time with revolutionary roller coaster ideas. Dollywood is actually getting one that is a water-based roller coaster that is like free floating and then is a roller coaster. And the rumor for a long time is that was going to be utilized for Creature from the Black Lagoon, or at least it was like this could be used for Creature, but I think it was really going to be used for Zelda. But I don't even know if that's going to happen anymore due to certain situations, which we'll talk about later in the podcast. But anyway, very cool. Minecart madness, very fun. Let's talk about the rest of the Super Nintendo world, in particular, what you can eat there, because, got to get a power up every once in a while.
I want to know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I didn't get powered up. I got smacked by a red shell, but I loved it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's skip right there. The one thing that Anna and I did have off of your recommendation was at Yoshi's Snack Island, and that is they have amazing calzones that are.
It's underrated. I don't see anybody talking about these.
No one.
No one is talking about
no
these.
No one's talking about them online, and they were phenomenal. It was a
They
great
were
snack.
Good.
It was just thematically appropriate to get a Yoshi shell themed,
And they look
calzone.
like it too.
And then you're just in line for Yoshi. While
Looking
you
up
eat the calzone.
Yoshi's
It was great.
calzones. Let's see.
It was phenomenal. They were
That
really good.
looks awesome.
They have red shells and green shells.
Okay, but this calzone, I mean, the food part of it looks fine. Is there spaghetti in there? Or is this?
No, I don't.
I don't think
Or is this
so.
from a video game? Oh, so I think this is from the Nintendo fandom. It's supposed to have spaghetti inside,
Oh,
but it's like molten lava instead.
I'm pulling up the menu right now.
I just remember
Let's
beef
see,
and
the
cheese.
red
Cheese
shell
and ketchup spaghetti
calzone.
filling.
Oh.
Red shell filled with Italian meat sauce and mozzarella cheese.
That's what I remember.
Just
Yeah,
Italian
so
meat sauce.
the Japan one is cheese and ketchup spaghetti filling.
Spaghetti.
That's what spaghetti.
Yeah, look at that.
You also have the green shell calzone, which is green shell
The Chef Boyardee, I'll eat
calzone
it.
filled with vegan Italian sausage marinara and vegan mozzarella cheese. If you're interested, in
Dude,
that.
even that one is.
Yoshi's Snack Island also has a variety of smoothies if you're interested in a mango smoothie or an apple melon smoothie. Didn't have that. That would have been delicious. Yeah.
Oh wow, Dude,
And I will bring up the first, we already are here at a location that has a Coca-Cola Freestyle machine.
Mm-hmm.
Epic Universe is filled with Coca-Cola Freestyle machines. You can get the Freestyle cup at Epic Universe, which we now have at home, and we will be bringing back to Epic Universe whenever we go there, or probably just send it off with whoever goes to Epic Universe next.
They don't RFID chip it.
So it has whatever code or something on the bottom, and you can pay to reactivate it at a discounted rate.
Oh, okay.
Like whenever you bring it there, it's just like, hey, just give us like whatever. It's like half off or something like that. Reactivate it, and then you just refill it throughout the day, and it is dramatically cheaper than buying like a cup of soda. Like after getting, I think it was after getting like 2 sodas, you're just like,
How much was it?
I don't know if it was like. Let me see what the cost is on here. I don't know.
Were you about to say $20?
No.
Oh, you went, and I'm like,
no,
he's
it
not
was
going to say $2.
No. I was going to say it was like 15 or 16, but yeah.
Okay, this is just a vibe check. Coca-Cola Freestyle. Do you guys care, or do you just like?
I like it. I use it at the movie theater.
No, like what do you get though?
I usually get vanilla-based stuff. I get something weird. Vanilla Sprite.
How interesting.
I like Mellow Yellow. I like playing around with other stuff.
Mellow Yellow.
Mellow Yellow is big. I'm a big fan of that. But really, it's with Epic Universe. Every portal, every land has its own soda, and so it's kind of fun to like go and get the thematic stuff as well as then Anna loves Coke Zero.
See, I didn't know any of this. We didn't mess around with any
It's
of
really
them.
good to like if Anna wants Coke Zero, it was more affordable to me to get the Coke
100%
Freestyle than to buy her 3 like bottles of Coke.
No, I'm not doing
Zero,
the like
It's like
negative
there it is.
on the buying a cup that you refill. I'm just like, how do you guys feel about Coca-Cola Freestyle?
Yeah.
I'm like,
I get let
with
down when you
these-
pull up and half the options are grayed out.
Well, and with
maybe that's what it is. I'm like, anytime you try to like venture out, you're like, there's something here. How do you feel about the weird thing at PIM? What's it called?
I love that. I love it
Dulce,
so much.
Pingo Dulce?
Pingo Dulce.
Pingo
I love
Dulce?
Pingo Dulce. Big fan.
The thing that
Big fan.
gave Stanley a heart attack in the movie.
Yeah, I did.
I think it's actually good.
I think it's good too. Yeah,
I'm
I
with it.
loved the. I don't know if they sell it anymore, but the big can.
Yeah, they
But it-
had that. That was
Yeah,
fun.
what is it? A sipper? Like
It was a sipper, I think.
yeah,
Yeah, that was
that was cool. Really, really big.
I mean, I would never buy any of those because none of them have any financial benefit. The sippers at Universal, when I was talking to the employee, which I did buy it in Isle of Berk at the mead hall, I got myself a thing of mead, and I was like, cool, got it. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm like, just going to get Anna a cup of soda, or am I going to get the sipper? And I was like, okay, how much is this thing? What's the deal with it? And they're like, it never expires. You can always bring it back here to Epic Universe. Anytime you visit going forward, we will always honor it. You can always pay to get the refill thing as long as this theme park is open. And I'm like, that's crazy. And they're like, here's your receipt. It never expires. Like, I'm like, that okay, got it. Thank you.
My only dumb thing is like, I got to carry around this stupid cup all day.
It is, and that's true. But like, there's so many lockers that are free at every attraction that you go to, and unlike any other Universal park, we haven't gotten.
Maybe
to
I buy
yet.
one of those stupid little water bottle holders that Matt would always try to get me to buy. The little purse for the water bottle.
Yeah.
No thanks. But okay.
But like every
honestly, that's good to know though, because like you're gonna get thirsty, and
well, instead of bringing a water bottle, if you bring that,
because you're gonna have to pay $6 for a water, or bring a freaking hydro flask, and those are unwieldy anyway. May as well just buy a stupid cup.
Well, and we're going to get into other things that you will also probably be carrying around with you throughout your day as we get to other portals.
So then the Bubbly Barrel, did you get anything from there?
I didn't go to the Bubbly Barrel. That is inside Donkey Kong Country.
So I went to the Bubbly Barrel.
Please talk about
and
that.
I got the DK Crush Float Tropical Banana flavor.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So I guess I read it too fast. I thought it was banana soft serve with pineapple soda and a waffle bowl. No, it's banana and pineapple soft serve.
Oh, yeah.
So
What's wrong with that?
I did not like the pineapple side of the soft serve. I also think that having the pineapple soft serve, when you're also putting the pineapple soda, which I'm pretty sure was Fanta.
Yeah.
I just don't get why you would do that. Just have the banana be the soft serve and have the pineapple be the soda.
It was too much, huh?
Yeah. No, nobody in our there was oh my gosh, there was 5 of us, 6 of us.
That's so disappointing, man.
None of us liked the pineapple side.
Dang it, man, that's sad to hear.
But the rest of it was so good.
This is
I would
supposed to
recommend
be
if it was just banana soft serve.
This is supposed to be their tropical hideaway, man.
So-
This is supposed to be their Dole Whip. Well, I mean, kind of. Funny, and I do want to mention this. We ran into 3 people who we had met the previous day over at Magic Kingdom at Beacon Barrel.
That's so funny.
It was really funny. They were celebrating their birthday over at Beacon Barrel, and they were sitting at our same table, and they had all gotten the skull mug. And so we had all cheersed with the skull mug. And then they were like, "Skull buddies." And we were like, "Huh?" And then they were like, and we're like, "Oh, you. Oh, hi." Funny running into you at Epic Universe the next day, but hi.
Did you happen to go in the restrooms here?
No,
So the restrooms in Nintendo, at least in the Mario area of Nintendo World, they were all themed to the underwater levels. So that was super cool. Yeah.
That's fun.
And I think it's even playing the underwater music too. The themes
That's
and
cool.
stuff.
Well, and again, that gets back into what I was saying about different biomes, like that they really get to play out that idea of it that they don't get to in Hollywood, which is nice. Yeah. All right, and the last thing to mention is Toadstool Cafe, which is a duplicate of what they have in Tokyo and Hollywood. If you've been to those versions, it's pretty much exactly the same. I think they might have one. They have a cake, I think that's the difference.
I didn't look at the menu. We didn't even bother trying to eat
there's
there.
just a cake there. It's very nice. It's very fun. It just is a time suck. So if you are paying for Express Pass, guess what? Now you have the time. If you're not paying for Express Pass, you don't have the time. But if you're paying for Express Pass, great. Toadstool Cafe. Enjoy it. It is really fun. It's really immersive. Your food gets delivered as long as it's delivered on time. It's going to be hot. And if it's not, like it has been in Hollywood before, then it's cold. Not great. It's the only thing you have to worry about. They've been better about it recently. When it was super popular, your food was cold because it took so long.
That's never made any sense to me.
It makes no sense.
When you're in a busy restaurant and your food's cold, I'm like, where's the hot food going?
Yeah.
Shouldn't it
What's
all
the
be
delay?
fresh?
Yeah.
It should be. Yeah. Well, it's not a delay in the kitchen. It's a delay in they don't have enough people running the food. That's the problem.
Run faster.
And then Cora P has a
hire
question
enough
for us.
workers. That's the problem.
Cora P has a question for us. She says, "Are the Nintendo Power Up bands just a cash grab?" I don't I never used any of the power-up bands,
Yeah.
so I don't even know if there's rewards you get. You guys were talking about getting achievements or something?
So you get achievements from attractions. It keeps track on every time you go on the Mario Kart attraction, your score.
So how about every time you hit like a coin
You are
block?
going to get points
or
from that,
question block?
just as if you were playing as
So
Mario
what do you use
yourself.
those coins for?
It's
Or how do you even
as
use
Mario
far as-
Kart Go.
No, as far as I'm aware, that is just like it's points. And then you actually have like there's a mini game in the land where you face Bowser Jr.
Yeah, I know that. you have to
and
get all the keys.
You have to get all the keys. There's a bunch of mini games that you play, and then those are things that you are actually keeping track. And there's a scoreboard.
Yeah, so like people like us who didn't get the power-up bands, we wouldn't have been able to do the
wouldn't have
Bowser
known.
thing
And-
because we didn't, or the Bowser Jr. thing because we didn't buy a power-up
You
band.
wouldn't. It's a locked attraction essentially, but it's interactive in that way. It's like I don't know. The way I see it is the power up band, and it's fun. For kids, like that's great if you have the time for it. If you're going to go to Epic Universe multiple days on a vacation, if you were going 2 days and you had a kid, maybe it's worth it then. If you live near Hollywood and you have an annual pass, the same way purchasing a wand, I think it's the exact same thing. Actually, I think it's worth a little bit more than the wands because at least it's accessing a part of the land that otherwise you don't have access to.
I'd push back on that.
Yeah.
I'd say a wand is more worth it because it helps you experience the land. Where, but like, okay, having the little Mario thing, there's no equivalent in Mario. You get to punch the coin blocks, I guess, but you can punch them anyway, right?
Yeah, I did. I
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah.
But
It makes the sound and
wand makes you feel like a wizard.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
You're a wizard, Freddy.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
also from the movie. But okay.
Okay, I know that one. I know that. Okay, I've watched these movies. I just don't know them line for line. Okay,
Stay tuned till the end, everyone.
oh my gosh. But I would say like because of the Bowser Jr. thing, and I don't know what that experience is like. But like I would say that because you have that, maybe it's then worth it. But I can't truly judge it until I've like done something like that. But it's just I would never spend that money myself unless it's like, hey, I'm able to go to Universal Hollywood every week. Cool, then it's maybe worth it to me. But it's you're never going to see something like that it's like that's what is the cost? Is it the same as a Magic Band? I don't know. But a Magic Band is at least I'm like, hey, when I go to Universal, when I go to the Florida parks, I need a Magic Band to access everything. And it's, all my photos. I didn't have to do anything to collect all my photos on my, trip to the Disney parks. I needed my Magic Band when I was tapping away for all my lightning lanes, but in comparison, you go over to Epic Universe, it's like there's no need for these
Question.
extra purchases.
Is your face a magic band?
At Epic Universe?
Yeah.
Yes.
So like for Express Pass, it's your face?
It's your face.
Okay, that's pretty useful. But I will say, shout out to Christine, Bobina's Bread.
Mhm.
She was like, hey, do I need a magic band? I'm going to Walt Disney World. Like, well, you have an Apple Watch and you have an iPhone.
So
and you don't need it
you don't need it.
because your ticket works with a tap without even your passcode on the phone or the watch.
Yep.
You can set it like a train ticket and it'll work like a magic band. You don't get the cute stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this is Christine from Whittier, California on the Aerosmith ride. That's not there anymore.
No.
But
The other
Yeah.
thing that you won't get is your photos won't automatically.
yeah,
So like you'll have to do what other people do and stand there and input your code.
which is what we do anyway, because the
But
magic
the
band
nice
doesn't do that
thing
yet.
is when it's busy in Orlando
Mm.
and you have 30 to 40 people standing in those rooms, you don't do that.
Yeah.
You just walk right out of Tower
But
of
I
Terror.
wouldn't say that the photo is what makes the magic band worth it.
No, I wouldn't.
It's cool, and you know what I told her?
appreciate is that I don't have to look at my phone as
Yeah.
much. And I appreciate walking up to an attraction and not having to pull out my phone.
But the thing is, if you have an Apple Watch,
An Apple Watch, yes.
and even the
Yeah.
phone, you don't have to unlock, which is a big thing.
That is true. That
you
is
just
true.
tap, and
Just
it's
tap the
probably
phone,
in
yeah.
your hand. You don't have to fidget with it.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
My final word of advice was, it's a nice to have. So if you really love one of the designs,
Then
it's
that's
worth
for
it.
sure.
If
Yeah.
you're like, do I got to get one of these? No,
No.
you know.
The answer is no.
The face thing, pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's cool, but it's not.
Anyway, but yeah, Epic Universe doesn't have that. So I would say by comparison, you don't need it. We'll get to Wizarding World in a moment because I do think that there is definitely something to be said about their wand experience by
Right,
comparison because it's definitely enhanced. But yeah, I would say the bands in Nintendo World, take it or leave it. And I think with your time spent at Epic Universe, especially if it's your first time, you already have too much to do.
Yeah, you hit my two exact thoughts. It doesn't work outside of Nintendo World, and you don't. If you're listening to Trammin', you're visiting Epic Universe. You don't have time to be getting coins.
No.
You gotta.
You
there's
gotta
the Freddy
move on,
no.
Yeah.
There's the Freddy no.
No.
Which I appreciate the Freddy no. It's a good one. I wasn't making fun of you, but I was like, oh
Dude,
no,
I love that reference.
You got what I was saying,
that.
right?
Oh, I love it.
Because you pick up what your friends do. Yeah, just that. No. It's this like, it's a don't worry, bud, hand on the shoulder. No. That's what it is.
There's sometimes I'll ask him a question and I'm like, this sounds like a good idea. No.
That's
And I'm like,
that is
okay.
the right way. That is exactly what I mean.
And then I just look at you with a smile still on my face, like, okay.
It's trying. It's like I don't mean to offend. I don't mean to hurt you.
It's tour guide Freddy.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, you got to let him down gently, folks.
All right.
Boy.
We ready to get spooky?
Yeah, we're ready to get. And I think this is the perfect time to say this. You gotta have these peaks and just right in the middle of the conversation. We gotta have some highlights here. Let's get into one of the best things that you can experience at Epic Universe, and that is the Dark Universe.
Yes.
Oh yeah, one of the reasons to visit this theme park. As you enter Dark Universe, you approach a portal pulsating with electricity.
Purple. It's black and purple.
Oh man, you got
Nothing spookier than purple.
you got nothing.
It's purple lightning, isn't it?
It's purple lightning.
Yes.
You got the vines all around it, and the top, the electrodes going.
And the half circle of the portal is made out of skulls, and some of them have like vampire teeth, and some are human skulls. And
Yep. It's already alluding to the whole history of it. And then you got the quote on the portal itself.
oh yeah,
It's alive. It's alive.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I think the quotes are super lame and cringe.
Yeah, we didn't even get into the quote
on the
Nintendo,
portals?
but yeah.
What's the Nintendo one?
Let's see.
Is it just Let's Go?
I think it is.
I think that one's Let's Go. It's alive, little cringe, and then
it
have
was something else.
Oh, since we're
It was another
since we're
quote
backing up
before.
real quick, there's two things I wanted to make sure we spoke about.
Yeah,
The
sure.
fountain with the coin spinning
I think
on it.
that's super awesome. I was about to say I want
fountain-
everyone to know
that
I'm
fountain
not
was
super
amazing.
negative. I think that fountain's freaking great with the coins around it. They nail it because the coins in the land
They're spinning.
are
You can't even
okay,
see what they're spinning on.
but the
It's-
fountain ones, ooh.
And then the second thing is inside the gift shop when we exited Super Nintendo World, in the gift shop on the walls, there's like the
Stained
old
glass, right?
there's like the old school versions of the Nintendo characters. And then when you go to the stained glass Freddy just mentioned, there's a little bit I would call them Easter eggs, I guess. You see Ganondorf, Link, and Zelda. And also on the ground is a painted like mural of another thing that's Zelda related. And then you can see classic versions of them up on the walls too in the actual gift shop. So I don't know if they're alluding. Hey,
No,
They
they're doing
are.
it. They're doing
They're
it. There's
doing
this.
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're
Because
getting.
those are the only other characters besides the Pikmin that they are like showing.
Yeah, Alicia Stella just did a video out today. If you're not following Alicia Stella when it comes to, what's happening to Epic Universe, then I don't know what you're doing in the Epic Universe or theme park space. But she was just posting about how the project code name for the site where the Nintendo expansion's going, that project code name is the only one that is numbered differently from the rest of Epic Universe.
Okay.
And it's because its number is the follow-up number to the old Zelda code project that was at Islands of Adventure.
Okay.
And so it's already alluding to the whole, like, it's the sequel, it's like, it wasn't going to be at Islands and now it's at Epic and it's the whole thing. And it's like, it's moving that direction.
Back to spooky
Originally, the rumor was going to be, it was going to be Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, I remember that.
So,
But now I'm glad they're doing Zelda.
Dude.
Zelda's the better idea.
so as soon as we went from Nintendo World to Dark Universe,
Yeah.
I was like, if you have a power-up band, it should unlock a Mario.
Exactly. There you go.
In Dark Universe. I think
Which I think was the original idea. Is like they were like, well, what's between Super Nintendo World and Dark Universe? It's like Luigi's Mansion, of course.
I should play Luigi's Mansion. It's on Switch 2 now.
Oh,
In the free GameCube thingy.
okay.
Well, free with subscription.
Yeah.
So Dark Universe.
Dark Universe.
Wait, did you guys wait till night to go there?
No, but I did go there
Yeah.
multiple times because
Fuck you.
I'm
No,
crazy like that.
You really?
I went in that
can't
land 3
afford to,
times.
unfortunately. If you were holding off that long into your day just to go there, I'm sorry. You don't have the. I don't think most people have the luxury to do that.
But you had the Express Pass.
I mean, yes, but it's like even with that, you only have so many hours in your day.
When did the park close?
For us, I think 10. What about-
10?
The sun went down at like 4:30.
It might have been
when you
9.
guys
But it's
went.
also like there's only so many hours in your day where it's like for Anna and I to like be awake and be like theme park before it's like we're gonna have to go back to the hotel. You know?
I'm
It's
like, I'm very like, I need my sleep. But then if I'm on like a trip,
Yeah.
not vacation, I'm like, I'll sleep when I'm dead.
see that's
But also, I get it. I get it.
see that goes for me, but like that's not always gonna go for every person, and so
Yeah.
that's also a circumstance of like you gotta be able for everybody who's traveling be able to adapt to what their needs
Yeah,
are.
I'm also like,
Yeah.
I only travel now with Kimmy, and then I'm a doof who pays for the theme park hotel, and then she'll just be like, I'm just gonna go to the hotel. You don't need to follow me. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, and on this trip we weren't staying at
Yeah.
Grand
You guys
Helios. You know, it's like
Well, 'cause
I've already
you did a whole freaking Orlando trip. which-
yeah. And with this trip, you know, it's like if you're not going to be staying on property, and you know, and that's kind of where I'm able to kind of balance out. You know, it's like, hey, you know, if I'm gonna pick and choose, it's like, okay, I could have stayed on property, but then I probably wouldn't be paying for Express Pass. You know, and some of those hotels come with Express, but not for Epic Universe. Like,
Not even the Grand Helios?
no,
Dang.
it's
Dude, the Grand Helios' price is insane.
it's insane, and the benefits
How much
are
is
like
it?
Nothing, like 500. It's like it's like
it was
500.
it
something
was
a night.
very high. I remember.
500 to 600 a night, which for Orlando is expensive.
And
not
for
here.
that, like, that hotel
it's not
sucks.
good. Yeah,
Like, Miracosta wasn't even 500, I think. And that hotel, it might have been, but that hotel's insane. Like, the best view at the Disneyland hotel was 500. And that's like a newish hotel with amenities overlooking the park. I mean, I guess all the Grand Helios, but the Grand Helios is like a Courtyard Marriott.
yeah.
Or what is it actually?
Lowe's.
Yeah, right. Which is so same thing.
Yeah,
Anyways, yeah.
I would say like it just it didn't work out that way.
Yeah, if that whole hotel looked like the Kronos and the bar that they have,
Yeah,
sure, but those rooms don't even look themed.
it's very light, and I think part of it is that you know Universal is offsetting things by having a third party kind of manage it, and also there was a lot of spend money in certain places, and I think we'll get into it by the end of the discussion, but Epic Universe is an 80% the way there, or 75% of the way their theme park. And so you get to a certain point and then you lose
I
it.
saw when Josh Tomorrow visited, and he was like hanging out with the CEO of Universal or whatever it was. The joke was Universal was asking Josh, how do you get your concrete not to crack? And Josh was like, how do you put LEDs in the ground though?
Yeah.
Because Epcot is like
genuinely, yeah.
And even what was it? The generator, what's the arc reactor in Avengers Campus?
yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Remember that was dead for like
Same
a year?
thing,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Dark Universe.
Dark Universe. Let's get into it. Okay. So Dark Universe, you walk through that portal and you enter into the village of Darkmoor.
And you were basically immediately greeted by Danny Elfman's score.
Oh, yes.
He did all the music for Dark Universe. You can find it on Apple or Spotify if you want to look it up. It's all Danny Elfman. And then you also see like a gate in front of you it's like a dilapidated building. kinda.
So you
There's a
enter
gate in
in
front
and
of you.
you're inside of the graveyard.
And if you walk up to that gate, you can, if you stand there long enough, you can hear Igor is down there digging or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, if you walk through at a good time, or even just wait in that area long enough, Igor will come out and he'll have like a hand or a leg that he's walking around with, and he'll talk to you and take pictures with you and everything. So,
and this is all in reference to the original Frankenstein film, which opens in a graveyard. So you're opening with the original film. It's playing off of the original Universal monster movies and almost acting as a sequel to all of them. And that's kind of like the fun of the land. Is it's very tongue in cheek, but it's also modern. It's like it gets to be both set in the modern day, but also somehow 1930s.
yeah, because isn't one of the graves too, the little girl from Frankenstein? There's like her grave.
Spoilers.
Well, I mean, what are you gonna do, man?
And then there's also like a coffin-like thing. It's like a coffin cage.
Coffin cage,
And it's busted open, and you're just like, what came out of that?
What's going on?
What came out of that?
You're about to find out.
And then you see another creature hanging in a cage that's up, just hanging on off a building, and you're just like, that looks like some freaky bug thing.
Every 5 feet you walk is another detail, and you can tell that the people who designed this cared immensely at a level that nowhere else in this entire... and I don't want to say that too much because, there are plenty of places in Epic Universe that have an insane level of detail, but Dark Universe is built different.
I think this is like their Galaxy's Edge in the way that you now get this new group of people who weren't going to go to a theme park to come to the theme park.
There's Easter eggs for those people too.
All the Star Wars dorks who don't normally care about Disneyland, or like they kind of do, they go once every couple of years, right? They're like, oh, I gotta go build a lightsaber. I gotta go fly the Falcon. Right?
I gotta go meet Mando.
Yeah, like stuff like that. So now, like, I know that the spooky people usually like Disneyland because you got Haunted Mansion, and then you just kind of like
we had Tower.
The dorkiness of Disneyland kind of lets them roam free. So now it's like, I like horror films. This is the place I need to go. That isn't some dumb convention, right?
Yeah,
or Horror Nights, but Horror Nights is like the weekend now, like it's
and there's rumors Lady Gaga might be at this one.
Yeah,
so very cool. Very cool. Let's get into the attractions here. And let's start with, once you've walked through the village of Darkmoor, we'll get back to it in a little bit later here.
If you look on the ground while walking to this attraction, you can see what looks like footprints, and then they slowly turn into big paw prints. Because you're walking to
the Curse of the Werewolf.
It's like a spinner roller coaster.
Yeah. It's,
so while you guys talk about this boring ride, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Oh my god. Okay.
And I wish one of you said the werewolf, because there's this like silly dubstep song that's. I'll show you later.
He's not getting us with his references today.
No, he's not today. Sorry, right over our heads.
Yeah, I'm like, can I get another Harry Potter one?
Okay. Curse of the Werewolf. It's Mack Ride Systems spinner coaster. Very similar to the Time Machine that's at Silver Dollar City. It's the exact same like ride system, even though it's not like flipping you upside down or anything crazy like that.
Did you say Sierra Sidewinder also?
It's different from that.
Like,
so it's similar, but Sierra Sidewinder is smaller. Like that. That's more.
Yeah,
like,
it is. You're right.
It's a much smaller. These are much more comfortable vehicles. It's because this one has a swinging launch, that it qualifies as different. But this was actually really, really fun. Anna and I had a blast.
Oh yeah, I thought this was gonna be lame. Wolfman's my favorite monster, so I was bummed. I really liked the werewolf they have on. What's her name? Minerva. Yeah. I love what they have on her like carriage. The wolf there. Yeah. That wolf is really detailed and cool. The queue was not great at all. You're just outside.
I would disagree slightly. To the most part, you're walking through the woods.
I think this is one of those attractions that really needs the trees to grow in.
Yes, absolutely. It is set in the woods.
Yeah, you're supposed to be in the woods
going through. And one of the biggest issues with this attraction is you have a lot of netting. And this is meant to prevent, people's phones and wallets and keys from flying off and impaling other people. The problem being that now you have all these nets up, and so it kind of ruins the immersion of Darkmoor and Dark Universe. And so you've gone through this village and you walk up, and the moment you look to the left and you're like, oh, there's just a roller coaster out here. But once that forest does grow in, I think it kind of works.
I think it's going to be super cool because when you're not on the ride and you're walking alongside it and the ride is moving, you hear the werewolf chasing the people on the ride. And it sounds like he's breaking through the trees, clawing the trees.
Good. The audio
but then you're like,
great.
Where's the trees?
The audio design's great. And at night, I think it looks good. And I think the netting works because if the people are trying to entrap the werewolf, I think it makes sense. I think you can make it look good. I think the issue is that this by far is clearly where kind of some of the budget started to run out here. And so, the issue is you can feel some of the strain in like, hey, we didn't get to do everything we wanted to do here. That being said, the sign is amazing. It's gorgeous. It's hand carved, beautiful, like piece of imagery. The carriages and everything here, you can clearly tell that this is wandering people who are kind of moving through here, fortune tellers and everything. And I'd say like the tenting and carriages, even all of the what is it? It's the hand stitched, like working in the queue and everything like that. Like all the signage and stuff. There was a bunch of the signage that was all hand done.
It's Maleva, not Minerva.
Okay, cool.
I knew something was wrong about it, but I got to make sure I get it right.
Yeah, well, thank you. But some of the signages that were in the queue, and I don't know if I got a photo of those, but they were hand stitched, and I was like, "That's
I didn't get any pictures of them either.
That.
I don't think.
I
really liked when you got to the loading zone. It was like you were in a rundown cabin, and the roof was collapsed in a certain spot. Yeah, and you could see the moon.
Yeah, you could.
And it was a full moon the whole time, right? And then it would turn red at some points. Yes. Yeah.
But they clearly did a good job with this, and then you get on that roller coaster, and it's
I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting it to be pretty lame. I didn't expect to have that much fun on it. Once it gets going, you're like, fun. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I was wrong.
Apologies. This space was originally supposed to be a stage show. And very quickly they realized we need more rides. We need more stuff for people to do. We already have 2 stage shows. I think that's enough. And they needed more rides, and they chose correctly. This is great. It's a great roller coaster. Really worth it. I wish I got to do it more. This is also the fastest express line that we were in on that day. We walked directly onto it. It was great.
And the wolves they have so there's 2 werewolves you see on this ride. They're above you. You see them really fast. I think that's also why maybe you go through it quite a few times, because it's like, just in case you missed it, let's make sure you see this thing.
It's smart to do that.
They look pretty cool. Just kind of reminded me of Everest Yeti because they don't move. Well, and they're kind of grabbing out.
To be fair, when you're on a coaster like this, because it's so fast,
there's no point in having it move. But
absolutely no point in that. To be fair, I think so. Everything works. I think the only thing that you need to do is just let the trees grow in. I think otherwise,
the ending too.
That was what I was leading up to.
Okay.
The major detractor on this attraction is at the very end. There is a literal mannequin. A literal mannequin talking to you with a speaker that is pretty much uncovered. Like, this is Six Flags level theming.
I was gonna say, like,
she has her hand out.
Still talking.
She has her hand out.
Yeah. It's like, how are you guys still talking about Gadget's Ghost Coaster right now?
It's not, because it's not.
It's better.
It's way better than that.
And yet, mannequin
at the end. Because
as someone who really thought it was lame,
money on this.
Looking at the satellite view, seeing it even from the outside.
Yep.
Do not wait 2 hours. Do not wait 2 hours.
Don't wait 2 hours.
Yeah.
But it is really fun.
But just if
I wait a half an hour for that.
Yeah.
I wait. It's like Big Thunder Mountain.
Yep.
Like, go on that thing.
Do you know what bothers me?
Yeah.
In Japan, in the Disney parks, besides Fantasy Springs Hotel, which honestly, who cares? It's a part of the hotel that faces the parking lot that got a budget cut.
Yeah.
They don't ever run out of budget. In a place where their economy is bad, they're just like, no, you will not see the speaker. You know, like they understand that they need to spend the money, and people like here they're like, can't do it, man. Sorry. Like, come on.
The mannequin was annoying. It was actually frustrating.
Yeah, it's really disappointing to end it.
Was it like worse than like Monsters Inc.? My Consolidated Rescue?
No, it's one of the worst things I've seen.
Dude, she doesn't blink. Her mouth doesn't move. She's literally a mannequin, and her hand is like kind of, I think, pointing at you.
Yes, it is.
And when she spoke, she was so far away from us, but it sounded like she was right next to us. And I'm like, this doesn't make sense. And also, why? Why even have her here? Like, just take her out of this part.
Yeah.
I did not like it at all.
Yeah.
They could have just made it like a ghost coming out of a bush, you know?
I'm trying to find an image of her.
I think she has like weapons behind her or something too.
Ooh,
but like
so scary.
But like I think she says something along the lines, "Oh, you've been bitten. It got you."
Oh, here she is.
It's so bad. I could not believe it.
Oh my gosh, it's blurry, but that's her.
That's so strange.
Yeah, it's
she has like a
literally-
lot of clothes, like
Yeah. Oh, she's pointing up.
she's like
she's
super
pointing.
detailed.
Yeah,
But I
because
guess
her
it's easy to
costume
put-
is detailed, but
Yeah.
then it's just a mannequin.
Her eyes don't look around. Nothing.
No, because it's nothing because they ran out of the budget. But again, it's the budget they had for a stage show and they put in there. Anyway, enough about Curse of the Werewolf. As fun as that is, let's get to the real meat here.
Oh yes.
The real meat on the bone.
And potato.
Monsters Unchained: The Frankenstein Experiment. The reason y'all came, folks. As you approach Darkmoor and you walk through the village, at the very end, you will find yourself approaching Frankenstein Manor. And oh my goodness, what a manor it is! This is their
probably I want to say it's the coolest building here in the whole park.
Yep, 100%.
Jinx, you owe me a butterbeer.
Yes.
Do you know what that is, Freddy?
I know what that is.
Because it's in the park.
Yeah, I know what that is. And Anna says, Jinx, you owe me a Coke every day, so it's fine. But that is by far like the I don't know, man. You walk in and it's like that's the most iconic building in the whole thing, in the whole park. It is like the silhouette,
It's
the whole
constantly
thing.
lighting up and stuff too.
Yeah, the pulsating with lightning and the whole land from the portal, because the whole story is that the doctor, the good doctor,
whose name we don't know. It's a joke. It's a joke.
I was like, it's Victoria.
She is Victoria Frankenstein. She is
like the joke is
drawing.
people think the monster's name is Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, I know.
She is drawing power from the portal, from Celestial Park. She is, so it's like meta. It's like she's drawing power from Celestial Park, from the portal itself, to the manor to power her experiment.
And you're hearing the
doctor's a lady?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's Victoria.
Victoria Frankenstein.
Interesting.
And
The
you can hear her
great granddaughter.
You can hear that
of Victor
power
Frankenstein.
throughout
so
the land
the modern
too.
era thing.
Yeah.
You can hear that power going through like the wires and stuff throughout the
whole
entire
land.
land too.
Yeah. Oh, so good. But
Dude,
as
this cue, everything about
The
this,
line,
I
yeah.
was
you go through
amazed.
the manor and you're getting the history of the family. You're getting the history of the monsters. Every room is filled with like the notes, scribbled on the walls. You're getting like
you can see where she's
flashes.
taken over from where her dad left off.
Great grandfather left off. Like in the history of like how the family fell into ruin, and now, there's even questionable elements of, is she related or is she taking the name Frankenstein? Which is interesting. unto
Victoria
itself.
Skywalker situation.
Very much so. And that was, I think, leading up to when the ride opened, there was like some of the interesting stuff with the lore of like the family tree is like, it's almost like she's bolted herself onto it. It's like, ooh, interesting. I'm like, ooh, okay.
Just like the bolts in the neck.
Yeah.
But there's also like there's a flash of lightning, and there's like written in oh gosh, what is it where it's invisible? It's who is the real monster? Oh, there's
so
just
cool, dude.
amazing things in the queue that's already getting.
I
you
love
to think
the
about
pictures
story
of
the
everything
ride.
you're about to encounter, but they're like almost drawn from memory versions, so you can kind of make out what it's supposed to be, but not really. And you're like, oh, okay.
So one of the negatives of doing express is that you skip past
Almost all of it.
Yeah, so it goes, huh?
Yep, that's the wealthy people just walk right by. You miss all the detail. And then later on, I didn't do the standby. I did the single rider, and so I just looped right past it again. So I've seen most of the stuff online and haven't seen it IRL.
There is the projector that shows her people trying to capture some of the monsters as well.
The creature and the werewolf.
Then there's the window that is placed where it's on the side where Burning Blade would be, and you can see it through the window. It's like it's not actually, it's like animated. You know what I'm talking about?
No,
you didn't see it?
I don't think so.
It's constantly on fire. The Burning Blade is constantly on fire through the window.
No, I missed
in the
this
queue,
one.
and it's nighttime, which didn't make sense for us because we went in the day.
Yeah, I missed that.
But wow, what else is in the queue? The Phantom's lady. There's a picture of her on the ground.
Again, I don't think any of that's in the. I only did express and then single rider.
Oh yeah,
so I
we only
missed all
did
of
express too.
Wow, I don't know how I missed that.
It's the room where the coffin is and the cage ripped open, and
I must have just walked right by it.
Oh man,
that's all right.
See,
that's the problem.
What about the OG Frankenstein?
We'll get into it with it. I didn't see that because that's downstairs.
You didn't see that either.
The line's too
short.
What
did your express do?
Straight upstairs.
Apparently, we didn't do that.
That's it.
Our express didn't do that.
Did you have a line at all?
Kind of, yeah.
We didn't have.
But
any
we
line.
went to the OG. It's like the original Frankenstein's monster.
We didn't.
And
get that,
and you can see like his arms and his legs. Nothing's attached. Nothing's attached.
That's the standby.
And you can see what upgrades she's making and writing on the.
Yeah, that's cool.
On the chalkboard
I've seen
and
the
stuff.
photos of those. Yeah. But there's a lot of detail. Like this is a line that clearly you could spend a lot of time with. And there are people who've chosen, well, and it's like, this is also a ride that like people will do over and over again. I guess we can talk about it now. Monsters Unchained is highly efficient. This is one of the most efficient attractions in the entire park. It also has very few downtimes, meaning that this is up all day. Meaning after the initial rush, very often, this ride will sit under 30 minutes. So most people get to experience this over and over again. And if you're really interested in it, people are going to just ride this all day long. And so people just sit in there and just enjoy all the details. If you really care about Dark Universe, it is clearly the least popular land right now. And so people are really getting to enjoy it. So yeah, there it is. But getting to the ride itself, 2 pre-shows. First one, getting to meet and really get to spend some time with our good old boy, John. Take it away.
So you see Vic. Oh, you're talking the very first one. Okay. Okay. The very first one is Igor. And he's explaining how the ride vehicle works or how the ride system works. And he's yanking this joystick back and forth. And you're seeing the little model of what you're going to sit in. It's going all over the place. And you're just like, oh my God, is he really going to do that to us?
And it has like the guests in the, or does it have the guests in the vehicle anymore? Or did they take them out? I think it still has the guests in the vehicle, but the original version had one of the guests had fallen out of the vehicle. And they took that off after like 2 weeks of previews. But that was like a funny bit, you know. It's like
I love
your beloved Kuka.
Yeah,
I love the character design they did for Igor. He looks so great. Good. The voice is great.
It's just everything that it's like the idealized version of these characters, or like, you know, it's the version that you could conjure from memory. If you're like, yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what I think that you know, Frankenstein's monster looks like, or, you know, that Igor would look like. You know, that's it. That's all I need.
And then when he's done explaining, he basically gets word from Victoria. Okay, hey, we're ready. Send them my way. And then he ends it with one of my favorite lines in the whole park. The doctor will see you now. And that's what you're left with. And you go into the next room.
And it just, it plays the line of like, you know, okay, we have horror elements, we have scary elements, but at the same time, we're going to be a little silly. And I love the whole like delightful freaks element that they play with, you know. It's really, it plays the line perfectly because it knows there are going to be some kids here too. And that's, I mean, then the number one reason that this land isn't that popular is because families just don't go in that land. Immediately they see the pulsating lightning and the kids are like, nope. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it's just one of those things that too, the more that we hear, you know, rumors about, you know, Disney's Villains Land, it's like, yeah, okay, I can understand how they're, you know, thinking about certain directions with that. Because it's like, if you have families and kids, it's like you can only play the line so far. But if you're really actually in there, it really is similar to certain things that they've done with the Haunted Mansion Forever, of like playing up with the silly, with the macabre, with all this stuff, and in a way that really works, that really is playful. And it's just fun. It's like no one has really done this since the Haunted Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But then you get in, and I don't want to talk about the pre-show too much, you know, for people who haven't seen it or experienced it.
No, they deserve.
It's really
People deserve.
It's
to
really
have that
special.
experience.
And then getting into the attraction, there's just the load area is amazing. You know, rotating platform. You know, kind of it's almost like Grizzly River Run. How you load on.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's a rotating platform.
It's a Harry Potter Forbidden Journey.
But that is a continuous straight loading.
This one is like a circle,
This is
a half circle.
rotating circle.
Okay.
And you hear the clanking of it because it's supposed to be like an old mill.
Yeah, and you see the giant chains.
Giant chains hanging, the shadows. They play so well with shadows and light, and you know that it's a giant empty box with curtains. But because of shadows and light, it's like you can really kind of play with that. And it works. And it's like, oh, that's awesome. Like, what a way of like using, we don't have that much budget here, to your strength. And they'll do that throughout the ride in certain elements that I know people might say is a weakness, but even Indiana Jones Adventure has that too. It's like, it's the same thing. You know, the best rides do that too. So getting into it, it's like Monsters Unchained is a pulse pounding adventure ride from start to finish, in the model of every best ride ever made. And it has some of the best animatronics that I have ever seen. The most amount of motion. Some of these things you just can't believe are happening to you.
Yeah.
What is physically happening to you with that ride system? It is delivering what a Kook arm has always been like meant to deliver, but smoother. Like, it is just not jerky. It's not 3D, so you're not getting motion sickness, at least in my experience. There are screen elements for sure, but they're none of them are you don't have any bubble domes. You know, you're not getting anything. Everything is integrated into physical set work. There are very few moments where you are getting any sort of divide between that is very obvious. You know, everything is hidden quite well. There was only one moment where I saw kind of where the screens weren't matching properly. And it was just, you know, where you're, you know, dispatching a little too quickly between vehicles or anything. The only animatronic that was down was the first Igor. That's at the very beginning.
Oh, that was for you?
Yeah, that was
for
the
me.
Thing.
It was the first Wolfman.
Yeah. There's a lot of animatronics in here. And so it is inevitable that on any experience, you are going to experience one of those animatronics being down in some way, or a B mode. By the end of the day, I had one of the animatronics down, one of the minor B character animatronics. There's a lot of monsters that you are surprised to see that are really fun.
There is some I was like, oh, I did not expect to see that person.
No idea. There they are. And it's really, there's just delightful surprises. And if you really just want to watch a YouTube video, there are some phenomenal ones out there with everything working. And you know, definitely do that. I don't want to, you know,
where they take the pictures in an awesome spot moment too.
Yeah.
It's so good, dude.
I think the only critique I can possibly have of the attraction is that the very ending of the ride is like, we play the ride so like all the way to the end that the very ending is a little abrupt.
Yeah.
That there's no like, there's no like
it just
final note. It just ends.
Boom.
It's
over.
And we're at the end of the ride now. And I think that's okay, especially considering the fact that you're like, this is like cyclical. It's like the battle between the Frankenstein's monster and Dracula will always go on. You know, Victoria will always be going to do her mad experiments. That this is just going to be happening over and over again, like any other great attraction. But I do think that it's like also we used every square footage of this space for just pure awesomeness. We didn't have time for any random, let's just pause here for a moment of calm.
No, no.
We didn't-
The
we
calm
didn't
is
have the
basically
physical
like
space
right
for
when
that,
you go,
okay? Yeah.
right, and then
At the beginning,
once it goes, you
Yeah.
better be ready because it's chaos from there
Yeah.
on.
And I really think this is by far the best attraction that Universal has ever done. As a ride, as an indoor attraction, like this is the best ride that they have ever done. They have never been able to do anything this great. This is better than most Disney attractions these days. This is on a level that Disney can't compete animatronic wise. It's better than anything. Like the movements that you're getting out of animatronics, they can't compete with. They're better, and especially with the level that the animatronics are functioning. Just compare what's happening with Dark Universe and the uptime that they have compared to Tiana's Bayou Adventure or Frozen. They installed the new animatronics at Frozen, and within 1 week, Elsa's face can't move. And that's just how it is now. It's insanity what they're able to pull off today. And there's a lot of like the contractors that they're using and the people that they have over there talking about, it's how we've moved the center of mass on these figures and done this and that and the design. But it's like they really have hired the best people in the world to design these figures and design these rides. And sure, the attractions are going to have their downsides, but it's like you're pulling something off there that's really special. And maybe that it's not going to appeal to everyone. And as you can see with like, maybe it doesn't have the longest wait times in the park and it's not attracting everybody there, but it's like you built one of the best things I've ever seen.
I almost would go as far as saying if you ride almost every ride in this park and you don't do this, I'm saying you didn't do Epic Universe.
Oh yeah, no, you absolutely haven't. No, you have to
go on this.
You have to do it at least once. And I think in my personal experience after going to, because I got to finally go back to, Disney World and do the other attractions I haven't done, Tron and Guardians, and kind of like, okay, cool. I've checked off every ride in the United States from the big, two. And I'm thinking about every ride that we have currently in the US. I think that Monsters Unchained is the best ride. I'm not saying my personal favorite, because I still think my personal favorite is Indiana Jones. But I think the best ride that exists in the US is Monsters Unchained. Like as a dark ride. It is the best ride.
I'm right there with you. Like aside from roller coasters,
I'm
that's
like,
a different
that's
category
different
for
category,
me.
But
But
It's different for you, John. You've always wanted to know what it feels like to be a quarter panel being bolted to a car.
you definitely that's not
No one is getting that reference. Maybe nobody's gonna get that. I can't even do the hand motion for people. Just the.
It's the electric.
I've been
shocks
holding on
me.
for that onto that for like 10 minutes. And I'm like, give me the option. Give me the in. All right.
Anything else that you want to say about that, or
there's Easter eggs in the ride too.
Now I want to think of like no, dude. Cosmic Rewind is better than this ride.
no?
No.
And I don't want to get into my thoughts on Cosmic because I'll talk about them
Someday.
I'll talk about them someday. Yeah.
Honestly, though, for me,
in brief, I had a bad time on Cosmic when I went to Epcot.
what song did you get? Conga?
Conga, but
So did I.
also
That's the only song I've ever gotten. Also,
But also the experience, like it was a bad day at Cosmic.
Right. Yeah.
But like no, the ride
your teleporter didn't work too.
teleporter didn't work.
Here's my thing with
The show
Cosmic.
sucks.
Here's my thing with Cosmic.
The story sucks.
I
have a lot of problems with that ride.
Even
I
on the
can't. I
ride,
can't.
once I launched, all that mattered was everybody wants to rule the world, and what I was feeling and seeing. The Guardians did not exist, and I'm like, now I understand that I have a Disneyland podcast, and I talk about theme parks and good theming and bad stories and whatever. For me, because of that specific experience, I'm like, they would have done better if this ride was nothing. if this ride was just space flight, you know, or like
and I'll tell you that
soaring
exists.
through the universe.
Yeah,
you know?
I'll tell you that exists at Epic Universe. We'll get to it at the end of this podcast.
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about.
No, that's outside. That's outside. That doesn't count.
No, it does count.
No.
It does count. It counts. It counts at night.
Oh, it's insane.
But no one's died on Cosmic Rewind yet.
When I tell you my soul leaves my body.
He wanted to die on that ride.
All right. Did you go into the windmill thing?
Yeah, Burning Blade. Yeah, I
Okay,
went
we're
in there.
gonna get
Blade.
there. Okay, let's.
Which, do you know
why
what
not?
that
Why
is?
not? Let's talk
Huh?
about.
Do you know
Burning
what that
Blade
is?
Tavern. Yeah.
Yeah, it's when you don't like that movie that they made and you throw the DVD in the fire. You're burning blade.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Burning Blade Tavern, which is right next to the Curse of the Werewolf attraction. Really fun. You go back there, you have the windmill from Frankenstein where, you know, all the mob goes to go murder the monster. And instead, this is where the monster hunters of Darkmoor meet at the base of the windmill, and they've created their own tavern to go and congregate and discuss all the monsters that they've killed and have a pint or two or have a delicious cocktail. And it has a wonderful group of bartenders there that will take care of their different patrons. And they have all the heads of all their different trophies up there on the wall. And occasionally you might even meet a monster hunter or two in there. John, what was your experience at the Burning Blade Tavern?
I went in there just to find the thing.
That was the only thing you went in for?
Yep.
Okay.
You told me where it was, so I went in there to find it.
That's good.
And the thing, I'm not... the thing... I mean the thing from the thing, the movie.
the thing from the thing.
The thing.
The thing from the movie.
You know, the thing. Yeah. So yes.
Chingadera.
Huh?
Never mind. You know,
Okay.
never mind.
The back.
I don't even know what I don't even know what he said.
I don't know what he said either. Kirk and two white boys. At the back of the bar, you will find, yes, in a giant ice cube with the thing from another world from John Carpenter's The Thing as a reference, as well as several other monsters. Above the bar, which is more interesting to me when I talked to my bartender, I think Peter was his name. He pointed out to me, because I was wearing a Jaws flannel, that there is the harpoon as well as another. I think there was actually two harpoons that are from the Jaws ride.
Oh, wow.
That used to be at Universal Orlando. And I was like, that is actually a really cool reference. Also noting on the roof, you can actually see the burning red from the fact that
we didn't tell anybody that
above you.
the blades actually catch
the
on
blades
fire.
actually catch on fire. So yeah, the actual
the windmill catches on fire.
The glow of the flame.
the glow
Okay.
of the windmill above you. Every so often, I don't know what the timing is on that, but every so often the windmill above you will actually catch flame. There's a little show that goes on. So during the day, it'll just catch a fire, and it's actually two different fire effects, one for during the day and one at night, just because the type of fuel that they use has to be different just to appear like, you know, it requires a different propane or gasoline or whatever it is. And then at night, they actually have a different lighting package that happens with the woods. So you can actually see the torches in the woods.
It's like the mob is going after him.
That's pretty
They're
cool.
chasing
Yeah.
the monster there. I waited about 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes with my cocktail. I actually got two cocktails while I was waiting, and never got to see the show. And then I was just like, well, I've waited enough time. I got to go do some more rides on Monsters Unchained. So I couldn't wait any longer.
And then as you walked out, it lit on fire and you said, it's right behind me, isn't it?
Speaking of, I did want to mention here at the Burning Blade Tavern, I'm going to pull up the menu. But while I pull up that menu, a good thing to mention is that you can get a souvenir Pilsner cup there. And that souvenir Pilsner cup will get you $5 off not all, but most cocktails at Epic Universe. So it was specifically mentioned, hey, you can go over to Celis Tiki and get $5 off. It's not just there. It's as far as I was told, and this is from listening to For Your Amusement. They went to every bar and got $5 off their cocktails. So this essentially turns Epic Universe into Epcot. Like drinking around the world. And I'm like, that is an incredibly dangerous thing to do. But that does also mean that you are now carrying around a plastic Pilsner cup. I did not bring this cup back here to California because why would you do that? And also, like, just buy another one when you go there. Don't do that to yourself. But I only bought it because they had a Creature from the Black Lagoon cocktail. Let's see what that was called. Here you go. All right, cool. Lagunita, Bacardi Superior, Polini Limoncello, Lime, Blackberry Puree, Blackberries, and Mint Sprig. Yeah, there you go. Excellent. Yeah, they had several excellent cocktails there on the menu. Everything is pre-mixed at Epic Universe as far as I'm aware, except for if you go to Oak and Star Tavern at the Plastered Owl. So keep in mind that everything being pre-mixed, it's like you're not really going to be able to get anything, custom or anything like that. But it does mean that, like, hey, you're going to have some consistency there. Do keep in mind that for Celis Tiki, which we'll get to a little bit later on, they are using Plantaray OFTD, which is actually quite a good rum. So say that in for later. But yeah, I had a really good time at Burning Blade Tavern.
And then I ate at Das Steakhouse.
Das Steakhouse.
Which is a restaurant run by vampire familiars.
That's hilarious.
It is good, yes.
And they actually, when you walk in, when you walk in, you look to, I think it's your left, there's a dead familiar with a stake through his chest. And it says, "This was our favorite familiar." And it has his name. I don't remember what it was. And, so the whole place, it has like murals all over it that are telling a story. And I didn't catch this when I was there, but I watched a ton of videos when we came back because I avoided everything before we went. When I came back, some of the videos I watched said that in certain lighting or when some light flashes, there are more creatures in some of the murals than you can see normally. But a lot of the murals were like hunters versus vampires, hunters versus the monsters. But anyways, I got the carved staked steak, which was a carved strip steak served medium with a hint of blood, charred green onion, mashed potatoes, roasted baby carrots, acorn squash, crispy maitake mushrooms with a bloody jus. Jus.
Like au jus.
Yeah. Yeah, I was yeah.
You got there.
I thought it was just okay. It looks better than it tasted. I was a little disappointed by it, but I love it aesthetically. I mean, it's right on theme. It came with two wooden, I don't know if they were exactly chopsticks. I was probably supposed to use them as them, but they were stabbed into, it looked like I got I literally looked like I got like a piece of meat off of a monster, basically. Nice. Which doesn't sound appetizing, but it looked like beef to me when they gave it to me. So I was like, I'm in. And then the drink I got with it came in a little special beaker, like a scientist beaker. And it was, it was the Souvenir Monocane Mocktail, which was pineapple syrup, blue raspberry syrup, passion fruit syrup, emerald prism powder. So it had a really cool, like, sparkly, glittery effect when you spun it around, but there's Sprite in there, so don't shake it too much. And it's served in a beaker. It was very vibrant green. Very, and also don't get this, guys. Like,
oh boy.
It was pure sugar. I mean, I'm sure you got that just from pineapple syrup, blue raspberry syrup, passion fruit syrup, and Sprite. Like, nobody that was in my party wanted any more of the sip that they took. I didn't even want to finish it, and a lot of people know me as the soda guy, and I didn't want it.
Nah, you're the water guy now.
Oh boy.
I didn't want it. I forced my way. I forced it down just to keep And I kept the stupid little plastic beaker just because the drink was so much. I can't remember the price, but I was like, you know what? I'll just take it with me. Because I think it's the only souvenir I took, because the shirt I have for Epic, I had a Matt had already gotten it for me. So when they went. So I already had what would have been my souvenir, which was my Curse of the Werewolf shirt, because Wolfman's my dude. So I didn't go in thinking I was going to buy a souvenir, but I was just like, you know what? I'll take this. I'll take the beaker home. Whatever. So, and then also I wanted to bring up, I think you saw it, over by the restrooms. It was like a bloody person, a silhouette of a person.
Yeah, this is actually
crazy. It just looks like somebody
got murked by the restroom.
There's blood on the seat, on the wall. You can see the silhouette of the entire body of this person, legs, arms, and everything.
Yep.
And you're just like, what happened here? Like, what happened?
See, this land's entirely appropriate for children, okay?
Also, we didn't mention...
Hey, there's some kids that are just into horror films.
Also, the crossbow bolts into one of the roofs of one of the buildings on the
That's
balcony.
cool. I
And then
like
if
that
you
one.
look to the right of that, you can see the crossbow is hanging on one of the buildings that someone
That's
must have picked up and
cool.
shot at it. One of the gift shops has literally a beating heart. You can hear it when you walk in, and you can go find it. If you have a eagle eye, go find it. You can see it beating.
The beating hard.
The gift shop also had like a sarcophagus for like the mummy.
It's the it's the one attached to the oh god.
There's just Easter eggs all over it, all these lands.
It's the
guys.
one
Just
attached to the makeup shop.
keep
right?
your eyes
Yeah,
out.
I think so.
Have fun. If you have Express, take your time, look around.
Yeah.
Like there's
I mean,
stuff
that's
everywhere.
the reason too that you're getting Expresses.
The
Like, now you're
fountain.
getting
We haven't even
spend
brought up the fountain.
Now you
The
can talk
well.
about the fountain.
The well fountain. Is it a well and a fountain? It's both, right?
It's both. It's
Yeah.
it's the access to the underworld.
Yeah.
That's what.
And
it
at
is.
night, it's blood red because
The creatures
they-
of the night.
I want to be family friendly. They put people.
Just say it. Just say it.
They
You're not going to say a bad word. Just
They
say
put
it.
unalived people on.
No.
They put dead
Dead
people
people.
on top of the well. The vampires do,
Sacrifice
or the familiars
people.
do. Because the lore is the familiars put dead people on top of the well, and the blood drips down to the vampires down in the catacombs. That's what it is.
Feed me.
Okay.
And then also, even though you said that this was actually on the menu, which kind of ruins this for me, you can find
Yeah.
Jekyll and Hyde's, or you can find Dr. Is it Dr. Who's the human? Dr. Jekyll? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can find Dr. Jekyll's office, and
The Hyde.
and on the side you can see Jekyll's crossed out, like with claw marks, and it's written in blood Hyde. And if you stand next to that window, you'll hear Dr. Jekyll basically say like, hey, go to the Burning Blade Tavern, tell them I sent you, and they'll have something for you. Which I thought was so cool, because I'm over here like, oh, that's a secret drink. Like, you'll only know about that if you're standing right here and you hear him say that. And then Freddy goes and tells me, it's on the menu.
Yeah.
You told me about this. And I'm like, oh, here it comes.
I was so deflated, dude. I was like, Freddy, isn't this so cool?
Oh no.
It's on the menu.
Yeah, no, none of the secret things are. I'm sorry, bud. No.
Hand on the shoulder. No.
All right, and that's Dark Universe. Kirk, what do you think about Dark Universe?
I don't care about horror. And then I'm like, this doesn't look cool during the day.
No. Yeah.
And so I'm like, that's.
I mean,
I'm cool. I'm glad they did something for you guys.
Yeah.
You know?
I love it.
I like the burning
Great.
windmill and the electric, the electrified tower.
I mean, for me, it definitely. I don't know.
I love the music. I love the
pulpiness of
vibe.
it.
I love the atmosphere.
It's kind of wild that it's like that Van Helsing movie that they made. This is exactly that, and it's like it's Van Helsing, but it's like it's slightly not, because it's like no one liked that movie.
Oh, an
You
invisible
can't do
man's
that.
walking around.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
all wrapped up with his glasses.
Mhm. Just be a jerk to everybody as
Yeah,
he should be.
That's
one of those
his
weird
interactions.
things.
He's like a jerk. He straight up is a jerk.
He needs to be.
Yeah.
That's who he is.
Yeah.
But no one knows. It's wild. All right. But yeah, that's Dark. And I think it's kind of crazy. It's wild that they executed on that. But you know, one of the rumors for a long time is, hey, they're supposed to do a Creature from the Black Lagoon ride. And as much as he's my favorite monster and I want to see that, I don't think we're going to get that expansion anytime soon. Because again, based off of everything, it's like, this is the least popular land. Like, as much as, you know, we love it and a lot of people love
He's
it.
my second favorite monster. So
And
I would
what's
love
the
to see
last
it too.
time we got a Creature from the Black Lagoon thing that wasn't Kim Possible?
I don't know. He's in Monsters Unchained, but he's not.
Wait, what? What's Monsters Unchained?
The ride.
He's in the ride.
No, I'm saying like film or something. That's what I mean.
Oh, a film?
Yeah.
Shoot. He's the Guillermo del Toro movie. The Shape of Water.
Oh, The Shape of Water.
Is
Yeah.
that him?
no,
though?
that is absolutely that's him. That's Guillermo del Toro's take on him. It's just the same as any of the other reboots.
It's
from the
that
other
like you
studios.
haven't had
Yeah.
something that's called Creature from the Black Lagoon.
in a long time.
Yeah. Even though it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
It's like they not that like they're like, oh, we're gonna sell Frankenstein t-shirts.
Yeah.
But
They were gonna
Frankenstein is
try to-
always in your mind.
They were going to try to make a universe
I
like
know
MCU,
with
and then it failed because of Tom Cruise's
Scientology.
mummy.
Tom Cruise, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't, and it's interesting because the land, it's like they've committed to this thing.
They have to. They're
They're-
universal. How could
Yeah.
they not have this line? This is my thing.
Yeah.
I'm not
You know
gonna
that's-
poo-poo the land.
You know what's what made
I don't-
them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
The monsters are what made them.
It totally makes sense, and I'm like, yeah, they should have done this. Like, I'm not Mr.
Well, now
IP over here.
I'm
Like,
glad that they've committed to it, and now it's like you have this thing forever that's always going to represent you, and it's always going to be here reminding you of like where you came from. And now hopefully like it means you're going to make more of these movies. And now again, they're bringing back The Mummy with Brendan Fraser, which I really think is secretly going to be their way of like, we're going to do The Mummy, you know, we're bringing
You
them
mean
back.
Dark Universe.
I think they're going
I
to use
would
this.
Go nuts.
I think they're using Brendan Fraser and the original cast as a way to bring in new characters and then start talking about the other Universal monsters, especially with what time period it's going to have to take place in and how it's going to start being more modern. It's going to be great.
I don't think they should do a universe out of this though.
I
Like
don't
a shared thing. It
I
should
don't
just
think
be-
it's going to be shared,
Yeah.
but I think it's going to be more these adventurers are going to encounter other things.
Oh,
The
so you-
same way that you would anything else. But instead of them being like, we need to make up more mummies, let's incorporate other universal monster lore that we already have that already fits in with this idea. So if we go back and we're still, hey, let's keep playing with the idea of the mummy and go back to the well of the mummy again one more time. And then from that, let's start playing with some of the other monster ideas, but not in a, spin-off idea, but in a continued each sequel, we're going to incorporate, hey, let's incorporate more monsters type of a thing.
So let's continue into a prequel into the Wizarding World Paris.
We can do, yeah.
That's the way I did it. You didn't do that?
Well, I
That's the way it goes, no?
Yeah,
That's the way
let's
it
do
goes,
that.
yeah.
Let's do that. Let's
See,
do that.
look,
Yeah.
I knew it was called Monsters Unchained. I forgot. I know the layout of this park.
Well, I know you
I'm
know that.
still here.
I put the note. I put the
I'm
order. in the
Sometimes
notes
Freddie
wrong.
makes his. I'm like, Freddie's been talking for a while. I need to figure out something to say.
That's okay. That's okay. All right. Let's go over here and cross our way. Walking around this little lagoon here in front of the
Got to go
Grand
past the
Helios.
hotel.
Gotta go
By
fast.
the hotel. Okay. And we're going to walk into a wonderful archway. I do like the way this looks. It looks really nice. Walking into Wizarding Paris and into the Ministry of Magic. And it has some really bizarre title. This has the longest Universal Portal title. Let me get over here. What
Also on the arch
yes.
are all the fantastic beasts. They're like carved into it.
Oh, yeah, it's really cool. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic.
Paris.
Nothing Paris.
Right?
We don't even want to associate it with Paris, but it is Paris.
It's the Paris branch, right?
It's the Paris. No, it's not the Paris branch. It takes you to the London branch. The Paris branch isn't even here.
But is there a Paris branch?
There is.
So what?
And the entrance to the Paris branch is in the land, but you don't go there because it makes no sense.
And the ride is Harry Potter character, like the Harry Potter guys, not the
Even
Fantastic
though the
Beasts
land
guys.
is set in Fantastic Beasts, which is why it has the time turner on the portal, because it's like you are both traveling through time and space while you're in the land, and your head should start hurting as soon as you walk in the land, because none of this makes sense. I don't want to sue J.K. Rowling right now.
I don't think she had anything to do with this.
Your land's a mess. I hate it. Okay. Ministry of Magic. You walk in, and again, it's supposed to be the Fantastic Beasts version of Wizarding Paris. So what? We're in the 1920s? Yeah? Or 1930s?
I don't know, man.
I can't tell anymore. I'm confused.
It's just
So I watched
buildings.
these movies
Some
twice.
time ago.
It's just buildings. You have nothing to go off
You have
of.
nothing to go off of. I'll tell you what. It's a lot bigger than Epcot's Paris Pavilion, and it is highly detailed.
Oh, no, it is
And it
detailed.
feels like I'm in freaking France. And I'll tell you what, I've been to France. It's a lot cleaner than France is. And
Probably smells better.
it smells a lot better. But I will tell you, the scale is spot on. The scale, how high everything is,
Well,
the rooftops, everything.
The buildings only go so high in Paris.
That's very true. That is, but it is accurate to a level that is similar. Again, it's like, somebody cared about the details here and spent the money to care about the details, as they do with the Wizarding Worlds. But the grandeur is more than you get in any of the other Wizarding Worlds, even though it's a place that clearly guests care about less.
The only thing I cared about in this land
We haven't even gotten that part.
was watching
Yeah.
other people use their wands to make the beasts show up, because they're all over
That
the
is
land.
cool.
They're
Okay,
hidden.
yep.
You have to have the wand
We can talk
activated.
about that right now. Yeah.
But that's all I cared about.
Yeah, all the windows in here, there are the Fantastic Beasts everywhere, hidden around here. So you have little animals, little magic animals in all the windows.
I love the one in the
wave those
fountain. I don't
wands.
know if you saw that one.
I don't think
There's
I
one
paid
hidden in a
attention,
fountain
man.
that you can't see unless you do the wand thing.
Fun.
And then he peeks his head out and shoots water at people.
Cool. Fun. Yeah, I mean, we went in. I think before we went on the ride, we were hungry by that point. We went over to. No. Let's get to the ride. Let's stay in the order that we did before. I'm sorry. I'm
You
thinking
can
my
do whatever
stomach
you
again.
want. There's
All right,
no rules.
let's go to the one and only ride, and that's the problem with this place. This is one of those places that has one and only ride, and that is Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. So I know we just got to France, but you know what? Let's forget about France.
Hold on. This goes forward in time.
Yeah.
That's not how the time turner works.
Well, it does now.
The time
No, the ride has nothing to do with where you just were.
for
It
you
has nothing
listeners,
to do with
you're
where
all
you just
listeners. I'm
were.
standing right now. The time turner lets you repeat something. You go back, but like you don't actually completely go back. You can only go back like a few hours. Okay, it's a spoiler for the movies, but you can't go forward.
He's literally
can't-
standing in one.
You can't go forward
It's like he's
70
preaching.
years.
It's Colt Kirk again.
Where's the glasses?
You can't go forward 70.
I feel like I'm about to be accused.
Yeah, so
If anyone's gonna be
so
accused-
anyway-
Newt Scamander, that's his name, right?
Yeah,
he
Newt
literally has
Scamander, yep.
posters in the land too. So like,
Yep.
you're supposed to be in that era. You can,
and then you
He's
go
in the
forward,
show.
and he's
Yeah.
old Scamander.
and then
He's not even. He's dead.
it went over his head.
Anyway, no.
Yeah, he
didn't
got
go
it.
there.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know if he's dead. I didn't read those books.
He's
I don't know what
magic.
happened.
He lives for a long time.
Okay. Sure. Daniel Radcliffe coming back.
None of this
okay.
had anything to do with the
It
ride.
doesn't
All
Scamander.
right. So
Keep
so
going.
when you go in, their theming is like, okay, you've gone into the I forget, it's the Flu Network, but it's the subway version of the Flu Network.
Which I thought was cool. You get the
Very
green
cool
smoke.
theming.
You walk through it.
So, but they have it themed like the Paris version of the subway. So it looks like that. And I'm like, oh, it's fun theming. And you got the piping and everything. But yeah, you do queue up. And, one thing to note here, and this is the time to talk about Express. This is one of those situations where if you see the wait times for this ride, you will consistently see waits of 300 or more minutes.
I saw 260 for us.
Okay.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I
would never. If
I think it was about 4 or 5 hours or something,
insane. It's insane.
It's you are going to see, you look on your left and you see the outside queue and you're like, okay, so we're in Wizarding Paris in the outside queue. And then you wait, you wait. Can't wait to get through this portal. And I'm going to go through the Flu Network. Oh my gosh, the hype to go through the Flu Network. Oh, I've waited about 2.5 hours. Oh gosh, all right, this is exciting. Flu Network. Now you're inside the Ministry of Magic in London, and we've moved forward, and now we're in the modern age.
For people who are forgetting, the Flu Network is a network of fireplaces that you can travel through by throwing flu powder into the fireplace and stating your destination.
Not here.
I mean, people were saying stuff. I didn't know what they were saying.
They were probably saying,
I think I literally went through it and went, Alakazam. And then the green smoke came up. I was like, okay, cool.
Epcot. And then you walk through, and it is genuinely impressive to be standing in a full-scale recreation of the Ministry of Magic.
It was so tall. Biggest room I've ever seen in a park.
This is more impressive than Rise of the Resistance, standing in the room with a bunch of mannequin stormtroopers.
Okay, the stormtroopers are not the problem with that room. That room is that it's smaller than where like Luke and them are running around in the matte painting.
Yeah.
And you haven't really been there. That's the problem with Galaxy's Edge. But with the Ministry of Magic, it's taking you into the movie.
The thing from the movie, yep. But like, I'm just saying from a pure scale room thing, like this is huge.
It's impressive. You're just in awe.
And so I'm in pure awe for about 10, 15 seconds.
I thought you were in the Ministry of Magic.
And then after that 10 to 15 seconds of pure awe, and you're kind of looking around, and then you rejoin a queue, and you look around, and you realize it's nothing but a sea of switchbacks.
Yep.
And you see the next 2.5 hours of queue. And so I just can't imagine if you're in standby, just like.
Oh, so
it's just
Express
from one hell into
Express
another.
has a special fireplace?
Yes.
You're in the Express Flu Network.
This queue.
You're in the high speed.
This queue never ended, man.
It never ended.
It went on.
Even Express, you're waiting about 45 minutes or something like that. 45, 50 minutes or something.
Like I thought
just
Indiana
thinking 40
Jones's
minutes.
queue like setup is.
Oh, it's insane.
This queue, I think, is the
because you
longest
go
queue.
through layers of Ministry of Magic. Yeah, you're like
going from different
offices
rooms to offices
yeah,
to
staircases.
So at one point, I don't even know what the heck where we are. I don't know what's going on. There's like some machine on the ground. I'm like, I don't even know what that does.
Yeah, it's all the cleaning devices.
Wait, like real ones or?
It's like
It's like something from the movies.
Okay.
And then you end up in a room where Mad Eye Mooney is. But it's like a
as
statue
painting.
of him. Yeah. Oh, a painting of him.
It's the paintings of.
There's like so many
of the
rooms.
horrors because it's supposed to be in. This ride is a sequel to the films and the books, so they're horrors. The main characters, right? That's what they
They're
are.
what?
They're horrors.
I don't even know, man, what you're saying.
Magic Police.
Magic Police.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, that's why the main characters are in the ride.
okay.
The magic cop's got to arrest the magic criminal. This is the Zootopia ride. It's the same thing.
Okay.
The same idea. Anyway, the only thing that we didn't get to do on our version is the pre-show was closed. The one with the Higgledy animatronic, the house elf. There's a house elf who's supposed to be the house elf of Dolores Umbridge, and she's supposed to be telling you what's going on.
I was stupid. I was like, oh, stop.
And
Dobby.
she is in the ride, and she is supposed to be like, yes, she's a new character, but she's also, kind of the guest POV character and kind of explaining what's happening. And so because you don't get we didn't get a pre-show show with her, Anna and I had no idea what was happening. Not to say that the ride is good at telling you what's happening anyway. It's very convoluted. as it's already, the land is already convoluted. But it is very impressive. You finally get to the elevators and like to that loading area. There's a really cool sign that looks like the London Underground, like of the Ministry of like, here's all the elevator lines and here's how you get everywhere. And it's like all lit up that way. And you're like, oh, this is really cool. And then finally got loaded in, and there was some miscount that was happening, and they were about to load an elevator with an empty, like the 2 seats in the middle and like the perfect view were about to be sent. And I was like, excuse me, we're 2. And they're like, oh, we could send you in here. I was like, oh, yes. And so we got perfectly sat in the middle, which from everything I heard, this is a motion sickness nightmare ride. And so I was like, thank goodness. So like Anna didn't really have any trouble with this ride.
So what is this ride system?
This is like the scoop ride system on a scissor lift.
What is the scoop ride system?
So like Transformers, Universal, or like Indiana Jones, like it can do Star Tours, but then it can also, now it's on the scissor lift, so they can lift you up and down to give you the sense of dropping.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's a giant elevator, like Tower of Terror sized.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got Tower of Terror vibes from the loading.
Yeah. Oh, it's absolutely, it looks like Tower of Terror. It feels really weird and really like sway because it's definitely up on a platform. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of weird gimmicks to it where they like tell you got to keep your feet on the floor at all times. Like there's like weird sensors where it's like if it detects that your feet are off the floor, it'll stop the ride.
Universal's so weird, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and there was apparently at some point in this ride, there was a actual thing that tried to make it feel like it dropped, and the problem was that so many people would pick up their feet at that point that it was causing the ride to stop.
Why do they need your feet on the floor?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. This ride was very convoluted and confusing.
Yes.
I don't even really know that much of the story. I literally rewatched it before like we recorded this.
Dolores Umbridge is on trial.
Dolores Umbridge is on trial. That's what they keep telling you over and over again on the loudspeaker.
You guys are lucky I even got that name correct.
Yeah. She's on trial. This ride incorporates the Fantastic Beasts because there's a like zoological department in the Ministry of Magic that gets broken into. So the beasts are set free. So, that's why there's the Fantastic Beasts in the land as well.
I don't know why they like tried so hard to make things more difficult for themselves.
I don't think I've ever experienced a ride that is a more convoluted mess.
I had so many questions. I had not even just because I'm not that familiar with the moves, but just I can take in what's supposed to be happening in front of me.
Yeah.
And I know I went in, I was like, okay, she's on trial. So let's see how this plays out. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
And there's so many things where it's just you're looking and in front of you, there's multiple duplicates of the same thing. And it's an elevator on a kuka arm in front of you and 2 walls that are projected screens of floors flying. And then it'll rotate and then you'll see the same thing and like scenes are happening with different characters and people are dying and things are being said and stories happening.
Did you get the animatronic that took forever to shoot his wand at you?
No,
I was like, what is he doing? I was like, what is he doing?
He was broken.
I'm like, just shoot us already.
He was broken, so it was fine. We had broken effects too. Maybe that's also the problem is, there's a lot of show effects. And this ride has had a lot of downtime. It has also been known that they've been adding show effects or like been fixing things that have been broken. So this ride is not all up to snuff. And so that then you have people waiting, somewhere between 3 and 5 hours for a ride that is not entirely functioning. Like that's a problem. All of this being said, some of these show scenes are some of the largest that have ever been built in a ride.
Yes. Yeah.
Like huge.
Yeah. No, huge.
Incorporating show sets, physical moving sets.
It's just a shame it doesn't make sense.
Set pieces, explosions that are actually happening, digital stuff, animatronics that are moving fluidly that I'm like, that's fluidly. Yes. Fluidly. Yeah. Some of the Death Eater animatronics are very lifelike.
Oh yeah, I thought they were
very
people.
impressive. One of them was broken, which is really sad, but the other one was really impressive. And so you do have moments that you're like, okay, here's this show sequence that's genuinely really cool, and then you'll see another one with one of the Fantastic Beasts that's portrayed as an animatronic, and you're like, that's as big or bigger than the Yeti on Expedition Everest.
Oh, it was a huge. I know which one you're talking about. It was huge.
Like that's as
huge.
big as the Yeti on Expedition Everest, and it's working. So that's impressive. So like when you ride something like that, you're like, okay, maybe I didn't feel anything on this. I didn't emotionally connect to the story. I'm entirely confused. And you get off the ride.
I honestly thought it was just me.
Experienced.
So I asked Sheridan. I was like,
Anna felt the same.
What happened?
And Anna loves
and she goes,
movies. So I don't.
I think I got it, but then I got confused, and I'm like, okay, I'm not alone.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of people who feel this way, that this isn't superior, but it's like, you have a lot of people who are emotionally invested, and they just come off and they're just like, I don't know. But
you know how upset I would be if I waited to 260.
Well, I think then you have a lot of people who are probably coping with like, hey, I invested all this stuff. I gotta say, it's
Freddie. I think it's absolutely insane. People are trying to put this up against monsters.
I
can't believe people are putting this up against monsters.
Have to say that it's the best thing ever because of how much they've invested into it. But it is not. It is not good storytelling.
No.
It is really poorly done. And no matter how ambitious this stuff is, if it doesn't work, if it fails, then it fails. And that's just how it is. Not saying that it can't be improved, not saying that they can do better. And like, maybe in a future refurbishment, things are going to work better. But like right now, it's not worth it. I'm not saying that that brings down the whole theme park. And I'm not saying that that means that Ministry of Magic being a bad ride, in my opinion, means that you shouldn't go to Epic Universe.
Here's the thing.
Or that you shouldn't give it a try for yourself. And I think that it being, in my opinion, it's a bad ride, but it is still impressive. It's like, it is technically a 8 out of 10. Like, impressive experience. Like, most impressive showroom that I've ever entered into.
Yeah.
Like stepping foot into the Ministry of Magic, like looking at all those giant tiles. Don't look close because you'll see all the little chips and all the cheap paint job and everything like that because it was clearly rushed. Like Anna was looking at some of this detail work and was like, oh, shoot. Like
this might be insane to say.
Yeah.
If I went back, I could skip this entire land and still have an awesome, amazing, wonderful
day. You don't
day.
have to set foot into Harry Potter. I'll talk about some of the food later, but I thought that was.
Oh, we didn't have any food here. Nothing.
I think that there's stuff worth it in the land. And
it's butterbeer, of course, but
and this is why. We'll get into it. But yeah, anyway, Battle of the Ministry of Magic. I think it needs some changes, and I think that they did something impressive here, but I think they did fail. It's like there is a Titanic comparison here. It's like I'm like where you thought it's like look at this giant thing, it's amazing, it's spectacular, and then it's just like it just goes out there and just collapses in under its own weight.
Yeah, I think this was just like the Titanic.
And there are
what a crazy comparison.
There are people out here who love this ride though. And I don't knock them for it.
I'm not going to knock them for it, but I
they love it because of the queue, and that's okay.
The queue's awesome.
Okay.
I give flowers to the queue. Yeah. The queue is amazing.
Yeah. But that's it. Anything else you want to say about Battle of the Ministry?
No, I'm ready to get out of this place.
Cool. Excellent. All right. I did want to mention Café L'Air de la Serine, which is the French cafe that's in there. I'm doing my best here. They are famous for their crepe, which I didn't think I could order, and I guess I could have ordered, but I didn't order. We had what did we eat? We had some phenomenal things. We ordered a bunch of different little plates there. But this is our first sit down at Epic Universe, and everything we had was phenomenal. And this is like a true really well done restaurant. Like it looks beautiful as like a French cafe. Beautiful interiors and everything. And you can really tell, like, it's kind of weird of like, you go inside and you look at the detail work inside the ride queue. And you're like, on grand scale, you're like, wow, that's impressive. And then you look up close and you're like, ooh. And then you're inside the restaurant and you're like, whoa, this is like fine dining, like amazing. We had the butterbeer crepe. We did get that. And that's something to write home about. The butterbeer crepe is like a top tier theme park dessert. Like, if you go to Epic Universe, you have to get the butterbeer crepe.
I can't imagine not getting a butterbeer crepe, Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't.
But like, do that. Go and sit down.
John,
at this
how much
restaurant.
like exposure to Harry Potter do you have?
I've seen the original movies, and that's it.
See, it's like scene is already like you're not gonna care. Like the Harry Potter fans that this is for.
Yeah, like I didn't
it's
wait in
people-
line in the movie.
No, not that. It's like people who read the books
Mm-hmm.
and watch the films in either order, but you do both. That's when like you're really in. If you just watch the movies,
I want people.
most people
listeners
have like
or
listened to an audiobook or read it or something.
Tram fam. If
Yeah.
you are one of these people, and you've been on this ride, write in.
Yeah.
And just see if Freddie and I are very off base
Mm-hmm.
because
I haven't heard anything about this ride except that how cool the queue is.
okay.
Now, I also don't follow that much theme park stuff or whatever, but like all I've heard is the queue is really cool.
Well,
Yeah.
For a while it was this versus Monsters, which is why I brought that up earlier. People were saying, Battle Ministry is better than Monsters. No, Monsters Unchained is better than Battle Ministry. And I don't see how they're even close. I don't know.
So my weird thing, I think I missed the boat on Harry Potter Land. I was a Harry Potter fan before probably most of the people listening here were. Like I read Sorcerer's Stone in second grade. So that would be, how old are you in second grade? 7?
Yeah, you were like prime.
It was
stuff.
2000.
Yeah.
I read it in 99 or 2000.
Wow.
I think
Yeah.
2000. And so I like grew up with Harry. I'm not like, I'm a bigger fan than other people. I'm not a bigger fan than other people. That's the thing. But I was a very early fan. Like in 3rd and 4th grade, I dressed up as Harry Potter for Halloween. And I had a Gryffindor backpack, a Quidditch lunchbox, a journal, all the pencils. I had the original, and they're lost, the original Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them book.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
And Quidditch Through the Ages, which the way that those books are themed are as if it is a textbook from the
Hogwarts.
book.
Oh, wow.
And so they were like, Newt Scamander's a character, and he wrote a book called Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Yeah.
And so I read that little book. It's red, and I don't know where it went. And I had Quidditch Through the Ages, which is like the story of hockey, but it's Quidditch, which is hilarious. So like I was that type of fan. I saw the movies. I like the day the books came out, I'd go to Target or whatever. I never waited in line for midnight. But then on the other hand, after the 5th movie, I was like, I saw the 6th one, but I was either late or had to leave for some weird reason. I don't remember. And then I only saw Deathly Hallows Part 2 with Rain because he was like, hey, dude, you want to go watch Harry Potter Part 2? I don't know if like maybe someone canceled on him or he was just like, I want to go see it. No one wants to see it. I didn't see Part 1, but
That's
like,
funny.
yeah, because they took a really long time.
Wait,
to
so
come
you
out.
never saw part 1?
But I read it.
Oh,
So I was
okay,
like,
okay.
I missed some scenes, but I'm like, I know what happens.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good. And it came out like very close to the book because I think when the movie started coming out, Order of the Phoenix wasn't even out.
Okay.
5th one, sorry.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm that type of fan, or I was at that time, right? But then like by the time the movies ended, it tapered off, and I still like the nostalgia's huge. I played the game all the way through, and it was fantastic. Say that again.
Hogwarts Legacy?
Huh?
Is it Hogwarts Legacy?
And so like I still have like that attachment to it.
Mhm.
But then I went to Wizarding World for the first time, like what, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Remember when I was like talked about it on here?
Yeah, because you
I
didn't
never
want to
been.
go to Universal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I missed the boat because I'm too you're never too old for anything. But like I'm too old and too like far removed from watching anything Harry Potter to care about buying the robe.
Yeah.
But pre-pandemic, I told my cousin Anush, who was a bigger Harry Potter fan than me, but she was born in 2000. So like I finished Sorcerer's Stone before she was born.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh my god.
But I was like, we're gonna go. Like I was the older cousin. She was like still in high school, maybe. Like we're gonna go. I'll buy the cloaks. Like we'll buy the wands, whatever. And then like pandemic happened, and then and then she like went, which was fine because I'm like, we're both kind of like, eh. So anyways, yeah, I went and I'm like, I don't care about it in the same way. But then also I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to be in the world because I'm not a wizard. You know what I mean? And then it's like, oh, you're part of the ride. It's the universal thing. Come on, guys, we got to save the day.
We saved the day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, they did that?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm like, I don't need, like when I did Forbidden Journey, I kind of didn't like it. I don't want to be friends with Harry Potter. I wish I was Harry Potter.
Okay,
right?
I get what you're saying.
The
Okay.
dream is like you want to
Okay.
be the boy who lived, right?
Yeah.
The most popular kid in school, and you have magic powers, but your parents are dead. But like, I don't want that part. But like, yeah, I don't. That's not the wish fulfillment I'm looking for. So that's why I'm kind of like, yeah.
I think a lot of people's wish fulfillment is just being a student at Hogwarts, though, too.
Yeah.
That's the thing with like why Hogwarts Legacy did very well. There's like who's the WB Games? It's their best selling game, one of the best selling games of the year. And it was great because you run through Hogwarts, but then half the time you run around in like the forest and Hogsmeade, and you're kind of like, you don't do classes. You can't really do a class simulator.
No.
And also, I've read the books. They don't really talk too much about their education because what are they really learning? Right?
Yeah.
I learned how to transform into a cat. How long did that take? What was the lesson plan for that?
I learned how to face my fears through magic.
The thing about Harry Potter is it's very like world building vibes, shenanigans,
Which I am
and silly
so
words
down for
and
all
food.
that.
No, it is. But you can't get into the nitty gritty because J.K. Rowling's not that good of an author. She just had a really good idea and executed on it. But once you're like, wait, that's a plot hole. It's like, shh.
Yeah.
Because it's still good.
And I want to say, like, you haven't been to the Universal Orlando resorts, right?
No, that was the other thing. Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade together.
So good.
See, I love those.
Because and when you do finally experience those, because I do recommend that at least once you do get to experience those, because it is cool. It is genuinely cool to ride Hogwarts Express between the two and get to experience that as its
I got a
own
kick out of that too.
bubble.
That's like so far away in terms of the timeline of my life.
but like
No, I'm saying like, it's not even on my short list of things I care about. Like,
and I get that, but as a bubble, it's really cool to like be able to go between those things.
It's also the Orlando effect and even the Hollywood effect. You're like, oh, it's snowing in Hogsmeade, but it's like 80 degrees outside and everyone's in shorts and backpacks.
Well,
and like,
it depends when you go. If you go in January, February when it's actually cold,
but it's not snowing and it's still probably sunny because it's like 90 degrees right now, and not everyone's in cloaks. So you like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you
We're
see
just
regular people.
Yeah.
It's like that kid's in a Sonic shirt, you know? Like,
Yeah.
and that's Mario World. I don't know what he's doing in Segaland.
And I think that person's wearing Mickey ears. We're not even in the right place.
Yeah. So
wrong theme park.
yeah, and then that guy just cussed me out because I bumped into him. That happened.
Yeah.
Oh no! What?
Yeah, Universal.
Oh my god!
that's universal.
They
That is
sell tall
Universal.
cans there, dude. That's all you need to know.
They do sell the tall cans, man.
So it's we'll get into my final thoughts when we get into the final land.
Okay, cool.
My final thoughts on a place I've never been to.
yeah, exactly. Your observations based off the conversation. Ministry of Magic. The last few food options here. You have Le Goblet Noir, which we didn't go into, but it's kind of like their Diagon Alley. Like they have a little like dark corner for
Right.
Paris.
I have a question for you.
Has a sandwich shop. Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?
No, I did not. No, that was good.
I asked calmly.
Yeah, he did. But it's supposed to have sandwiches and it's kind of like a German like inspired like cuisine or something
La
like
Goblet.
that. Noir. Yeah, it's weird because it's like they incorporate other European aspects in there, and then you'll get to the next one, which is Le Bar or Bar Moonshine, which is supposed to be an American bar in Paris.
So they wanted an excuse to sell wieners and hot dogs, is what you're telling me, or and hamburgers.
Yeah. So exactly. So
It's like, oh, it's German and American.
so, but it's supposed to be the idea of like this is the wizarding, part of Paris, but it includes like other ideas of like, well, you have the embassy, or you have like the chapter, the American chapter of Paris, and so it's like you're going to have these different aspects.
Why
of,
didn't
like,
they
things.
just do the London Ministry?
So
Did they start
we're
this
about to
when
talk
Fantastic
about-
Beasts was?
So
they thought it was going to
We're
be
to
a
talk about
thing?
that because there's a question here at the very end. Which I didn't go to those other food things. I wanted to go to Bar Moonshine, but there were other bars to go to, so we went to those other ones next time. The last thing here at the very end, we had a question from Cora. Does the Wizarding World area feel like an afterthought compared to the other lands? Which I would say a little bit yes, and a little bit disjointed. And the reason being that the Ministry of Magic itself, like the London side of it, was probably originally going to be over at Islands of Adventure, or maybe even over at the Studio Park, which was already themed to London. Like you already had, it was probably going to be at the Studio Park because you already had the London section, and you already had Diagon Alley. And so you could have had the Ministry of Magic and had an attraction there. I don't think it would have been the Ministry of Magic ride as it stands today.
Would have been a shopping mall.
Yeah. The original plan for the attraction, as far as I was aware, was a broom riding ride. Or like you were going to ride brooms. And at some point they had a VR based attraction, and then VR went out of vogue for attractions, and then they stopped planning for that. And that's when the elevator idea came in.
Could you imagine the Universal test broom?
Oh man. Yeah.
It's
Got to clean off those seats.
That's not what I meant. Freddie, you shouldn't have said that. Should not have
You can
said
edit that off. Well, I don't know what you implied there.
I meant the size thing in Universal. Universal's
my
test
God.
vehicles are always like, hey, are you the size of one of your thighs? Like,
Jesus.
it's like, that's like, okay, so from what I've heard, most of the reason is they don't want to pay or deal with pressure pads and safety. So they're just like, let's just lock people into this box.
Yeah.
Because like I said this when we did the Universal episode, Secret Life of Pets, no reason for that ride vehicle to be small. It's like huge, wide open spaces, and they're like,
You're just locked in.
yeah,
And
you're
it's
like
the
you're in a can of cat food.
So what's weird too is that it's the same ride system as the Yoshi ride system. And so the reason it's so restrictive is because it's literally the exact same thing as an outdoor, we're locking you in because there's a cliff on your right.
Yeah.
And so they didn't want to pay for, it's like we paid for the same thing and we shipped it over here, even though it's not going to be built in an outdoor land. We're using it for a dark ride because we're cheap.
We had these vehicles in 1955. Like they couldn't figure that out. Like,
Nah.
all right.
It's all like that.
All right.
But anyway, I would say that originally, again, it sounds like the idea of the Ministry of Magic has been around for a long time, and eventually, hey, we're going to do a third, like, true park in Orlando. Let's just do this. Let's actually use the Ministry of Magic as a grand thing. And then Fantastic Beasts at the time of concept development was probably still a viable, quote unquote, viable franchise. And they were like, let's move in this direction. And by the time it opens, that's a dead franchise. Something we didn't talk about was, and I did write it in here, was Le Cirque Arcanu, which is the circus show in the land. That's the only other thing you can do.
Did you do it?
I did it.
I love hearing
we didn't.
Poseidon Entertainment pronounce the name of the show.
What did he
It's
say?
similar to that, but
Arcanus?
like no. It was like it was similar to you, but like with even like less gusto. Like I don't know, it's just funny.
Okay,
I like that guy though.
Yeah, he's entertaining for sure.
He is.
This show, I felt like I felt like it was a little bit of a waste of time, but I'm glad we did it.
I hear it's cool, but the way you stand and they move you around is
It was
like dumb.
really bad. It was
Yeah.
really not worth it. It definitely was like I wouldn't have spent the time, even with the Express, because all that Express means is that you're at the front of the mob, and so then you get packed in by the mob of sardines. Like everyone then in standby gets put in behind you, and then they push everybody up against you. So you're like, yeah, it didn't do me any favors. Like, that's not helpful at all.
Like anchovies in the Krusty Krab.
Very much so.
Okay.
And then you go in there and you're like, okay, cool. There's a few fun circus acts, and then it just becomes a Fantastic Beasts show. It's like the first half is a like magic and bubble show at like small scale.
And just like the bubble show at the library in 4th grade.
Yes, at a
It's a real thing that happened. I'm
Cool.
like, they're doing this at Universal?
Yeah. And then at a slightly, with a few, and then they have like a broom, acrobat who, hey, look, I'm going to do a flying broom acrobatic thing that is on wires.
Do you know what this whole land sounds like?
Yeah.
That much like the wizards in Harry Potter,
Mhm.
Universal doesn't understand what humans like. Like they don't completely.
That is a good observation.
Like everything you're telling me is like, yeah, they thought this would be a wonderful idea, and then everyone was confused.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, and genuinely, like, you get to the second half of the show, and it's like the Fantastic Beasts actually come out, and it's a bunch of actual impressive puppet work, and I'm like, cool, but the story still sucks, and I don't. And here's Newt Scamander appearing on a screen.
What?
Yeah. Eddie Redmayne shows up on screen, and you're like, oh, hi, Eddie Redmayne. Cool. Thank you for recording that. Can I go back to my theme park day now? All right.
Interesting.
Bye. That was a promo for a movie I didn't care to see. Great. All right. Got it. So yeah, don't see that show unless you absolutely love those movies, or you have nothing better to do and you have kids who want to see some animal puppets. Maybe then it's fine. It is a good excuse to get out of the sun. So if you have Express and you want to get out of the sun, good excuse to get out of the sun. Otherwise, if you have no need to get out of the sun, don't do that. Yeah, that's Ministry of Magic. By far the most disappointing land in the entire park. And
Easily.
easily.
That's
Easily.
wild.
Yeah.
It's got to be the
And it's
Paris
supposed
thing.
to be the headliner.
Nobody cares about Fantastic Beasts. They didn't even finish the quintilogy.
No.
There were going to be 5 movies, huh?
Yeah.
That's insane. What is this,
They
Avatar?
didn't even finish Magic World War II. They didn't even do it. That was the whole point.
Do you know about this, John?
No.
The second movie, they're like, we could have prevented the Holocaust. That was like a real thing in the movie.
No joke.
Oh.
Yeah, like maybe we shouldn't wade into those waters.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Don't
But-
do that.
We could wade into the waters surrounding Isle of Berk.
Hey. All right, let's go out there and
Fly
catch our
some
own
dragons.
dragon. Fly some dragons. Isle of Berk. Let's start with kind of like, let's improve with
Let's start with the cringiest slogan on a portal. My friends, we have dragons.
sure.
I hate that. I hate it for like 3 reasons. 1, not an interesting line.
Not at all.
2, it's used as a soundbite in reels that I have to hit the 3 dots on and say not interested.
They use it in the show too.
Yeah, and 3, it's like people say the line as if it's like a say the line, Bart. It's like that line's not that cool.
And I don't mean I mean the show in the land. They say it.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm saying like
That's what they end
but
on.
then people will do it, and then I'm like, it's not as cool as you think it is.
It isn't. It isn't at all.
Especially like I actually like the
Freddy's
goofy,
gonna walk up to. No.
yeah.
Which, to be fair, like my reaction to this land is no, but actually maybe.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say the
Yeah.
dragons are too goofy for like any of this to be epic. Now
Yeah.
I like the goofy dragons. That's the
Mhm.
whole reason why this is fun.
Yeah.
But it's like you gotta choose a lane. You know.
I mean, you have to think of this. This is their Toontown. This is their, Fantasyland.
Oh, I love this land. This land's great.
Well, I mean, in a certain I mean, between Super Nintendo World and this, it's like these are the two family-friendly areas. But like this is very much kinetic energy of the land. Everything is moving. Everything is colorful.
Did Ice Dragon work for you?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Not for us.
When we went in, immediately you have the statues with the fire. You got the whole thing all lit up in front of you. You're like, very cool. Very impressive. We were definitely winded by the time we got here. We actually ended up not doing Hiccup swing gliders together. I did it separately later on in the evening, so we didn't even get to the rides initially. But let's just talk about the rides. Fire Drill was down for us. Was it closed for you too?
No, I really wanted to do it, but I was the only one out of 6 people that wanted to do it, so I didn't do it.
Man, it was closed for refurbishment for us.
But it was it looked like a ride that would because you can shoot you can shoot other boats.
So it is a water boat ride where you have water guns and you shoot targets.
It reminded me of something at Legoland.
It is actually, they have it at Legoland. This is a plussed up version of a Legoland ride. But it is the only water ride at Epic Universe, I believe. I mean, you have to have one for Florida. It's like, when it's hot, here you go. This is the way to get the kids soaked. It's like, hey, you go cool off. Here it is. But there's Fire Drill, probably, I would say the least impressive thing there, but, cool wooden flats of dragons and, hey, go shoot these targets and earn points and stuff like that. But people apparently have a lot of fun with it. Dragon Racers Rally. You want to talk about that one? I didn't do it.
Okay. So this one, I have a funny story. So I don't even know how to describe this ride like you can, Freddy.
I wish you could, because I don't even know that this ride exists.
So you sit in it and you have these arms that you can turn to try to rotate yourself, like to make yourself
what's it called?
Like flip.
Dragon Racers Rally.
Yeah, and you're trying to get yourself to flip. So I tried to flip and Sheridan was sitting behind me. And I guess I got very close.
What in this camp?
And it spins too, so it puts you up in the air, and you're trying to do barrel rolls. And I got really close, and I felt myself almost falling out.
You know what this ride looks
and
like?
Sheridan goes, no, we're not doing this anymore. John, stop trying to roll. And my cousin almost rolled too.
Wait, you can control this?
Yeah. You have two arms,
you can really
arms
make yourself
you can move.
Okay, yeah. You know what this looks like?
Up and down.
The part of Knott's Berry Farm you forget exists with like the weird
it
carnival
definitely
rides.
is that. I didn't think it was going to be as fun as I had on it, and I almost got it to roll. I could just hear Sheridan's tone shifted, and I was like, "Oh, I must have got very close." A ride that you should maybe wait 30 minutes, if that.
Yeah, but
don't go.
Tends to still be a longer wait.
Yeah,
and this is the only ride in the park that is not express. So if you are paying for express,
is this the most kiddie ride besides Yoshi and Mario Kart?
Can I vote?
Carousel.
Can I vote? Worst name for a ride in Universal. It's like that new game, Horizon Hunters Gathering, like Dragon Racers Rally.
I mean, I would say so, except for the theming in the back is like
the name.
I feel like they could have just named it Dragon Racers or Dragon Rally.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Dragon Racers would have been fine. Simple. Drop the. Make it Facebook. Okay. And then finally, we'll get to Hiccup's winged gliders, which I only did at night. Did you do it at night as well, or during the day?
We rode this twice in the day.
Oh, nice.
Is this the ride that has a visible crane sitting in the middle of it?
I don't remember that.
Remember
it
that
might be the Wolverine one. There's one. Poseidon pointed out. There's a. What do you know what I mean? Werewolf. A werewolf is a Wolverine, isn't it?
No.
What's a Wolverine?
A Wolverine's an actual animal.
Is an actual animal. I believe they're from Tasmania. I think somebody else mixed this up. I forget who it was.
I know that they're different things, but like,
my gosh, it's that Quadro that I gave.
Hey, listen. Apparently, Marvel's Wolverine has a werewolf transformation called Werewolf Wolverine. So
does Cap.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Hiccup's winged gliders. I thought that this was going to be subpar.
So did I.
I've been on other Universal coasters that are more impressive, or at least by, standards. It's like, okay, cool. How is this going to stack up against something that is a little bit more thrilling? How is this going to stack up against Hagrid's or something like that? And it's like, oh, you're flying up against the water. How tight are these turns? And then when you are banking as quickly as you do on this thing,
you fly on this ride.
You are whipping
fly on
back
this ride.
and forth. And I get that this is supposed to be a family ride, but there are points that it doesn't feel like that.
No.
And you're not doing barrel rolls or anything crazy, but it is really fast and really fun, and the launches really kick you. And you still have show elements.
Oh, yeah.
Animatronics.
Oh, yeah.
That's genuinely impressive. This I get.
Tram ride this ride.
I get
I
why
don't
this
care
roller coaster gets
how old
a lot
you are.
of credit.
Get on this ride.
Yeah, do it.
It's awesome.
Yeah, Hiccup Swing gliders.
It'll catch you by surprise,
really
100%.
Yeah, I definitely think that it's under. It's most people would not view this from the outside and think that this is a really impressive attraction. I do think that the land overall suffers from a lot of visual intrusions. It doesn't have a large berm. You are surrounded by Stardust racers.
Yeah.
And so you're like, hey, look, there's the future roller coaster right over there.
I think that doesn't help it either, because you're seeing that crazy roller coaster, and then you're seeing parts of what this one is, and you're like, this doesn't even come
there's
close
the kiddie
to that.
coaster, and then there's the thing over there that's gonna
Honestly, I
go
thought
crazy.
this was going to, for some Tram fam that might get this, I thought this was going to be like Jaguar at Knott's, and boy was I blown away.
Yeah, no.
I was
I
completely
see
blown
exactly
away.
where you're going from, especially looking at the ride vehicle. But
Yeah.
no.
No, this ride is
Found it.
awesome.
Visible cherry picker, just behind a fence.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's funny. Didn't see that.
Yeah.
But I
You're
get
moving
it.
so fast, Kirk.
I can't tell if you're joking or not.
No, you are. You're
no,
moving
you're
so fast.
Is that why the ride's 2 minutes long?
I want to say, yeah.
There was this video.
You
2 minutes, 7
you
seconds.
go through so much of the land.
It's wild. And that's the other thing, is that this roller coaster weaves through so much of the land, and you're going, underneath bridges and right next to the water, and stuff is spraying up. And there were genuine moments where I'm like, I'm about to get soaked right now, and it's just the water is like.
And then it takes you to a whole part of the land you didn't even know was there, with the exploding eggs.
Crazy.
You can't see any of that from the land.
Great.
Didn't even know that existed until you turn around. You make
Yep.
a turn. You're like, whoa, we didn't see any of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did a really good job with it, and that's Universal Creative, like working. They're really good at working with roller coasters, and especially in this, at this level. And it's one of those things that you're just like, okay, this is what takes you from like a Six Flags, type of a thing, where it's like, I can just go ride a roller coaster. And you're like, oh no, this is Universal. They're going to do something special with it. They're actually going to tell a story. They're actually going to transport you, and they're still going to deliver on thrills, but they're going to do something with a roller coaster that you don't expect. You're like, oh, cool. But those are the attractions at Isle of Berk. Quickly, let's talk about some of the food options. I want to talk about, first off, Hooligans, Grog, and Gruel, and it's all about the cones. It's all about the cones, baby.
The cones might be
As
the
Ben Wyatt would say.
best food item in all of the park.
Yeah,
I think so.
That's true. I had the PB&J cone.
So did I. So good.
Man,
So
phenomenal.
good. And if you've had the one over here, no, it doesn't compare. Sorry.
It doesn't compare.
Not even
And
close.
They had one at HHN, Hollywood Horror Nights. If you even had the ones at Cars Land, they do not compare.
Oh, these destroy those.
Yeah, it's like you can't. These are the best version of.
I was so happy.
You put meat inside of a bread cone.
If I wasn't so full, I would have got
mac and
another.
cheese. Yeah. No, I'm with you right there. Just in terms of like a meal in your hand, a handwich, if you will, as a documentary once portrayed the history of. This is the best handwich ever put in a theme park.
It was so good.
Phenomenal. Otherwise, I would say there's another restaurant that's over on the other side for.
Wait, did we even say what was in it?
Oh yeah, you can talk about it.
Well, let's just tell them what was in it, because like we didn't even
tell them what's in it.
It's called PB&J, guys. It's not actually peanut butter and jelly. It's pork, bacon, and jam, creamy mac and cheese with barbecue, harissa pulled pork, peanut bacon jam, and parsley served in a crunchy cone. And it's like a pretzel cone, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So good. So good. And then there's also the goldfish mac and cheese cone, which is creamy mac and cheese with goldfish served in a crunchy cone. And then there's the Dragon Fire Chicken Spire, creamy mac and cheese with Nashville style pulled chicken, hot honey, Calabrian peppers, chimichurri, and crispy onions served in a crunchy cone. All three of these were amazing. There were six of us in our group. We eventually had all three. Like we all tasted them. All three just, dude, I can't. I don't know how. It's so good.
That's one of those things that it's like, if you go to Epic Universe and you didn't get the cones from Isle of Berk, you didn't go to Epic Universe. So the point that they have T-shirts that are recognizing the cones from Isle of Berk, which is
Does
just
it say,
insane.
my friends, we have cones?
No, but kind of, yes. It's insane. Anyway, the other food options that you have there, you have Spitfire Grill. Did you stop by there?
Nope.
No, cool. Mead Hall. Did you check in the Mead Hall? We did check in the Mead Hall. Anna and I.
Is it mead or meat?
Mead Hall.
Really?
Mead Hall.
I would have went in the Mead Hall.
It is the central like giant food hall from like the movies, like giant, Vikings, giant statues and everything like that. Big, wooden chairs and all that stuff. I did go sit on the throne in the Mead Hall, which is very cool. Took an amazing photo in there, which is cool. And I actually got to have Gobber's mead, which was delicious, by the way. If you've never had a mead, some honey wine, it was very good. So that was nice. And that is the Isle of Berk. Had a very good time there.
This is one of those lands you definitely need to go walk around and look at what's going on. Like, there's 3 baby dragons eating fish somewhere. There's a dragon at the blacksmith where I think if what's the one with the peg legs name?
Gobber.
The
character?
Yeah. That's his name?
I think so.
If he's over there, he can like get the dragon to shoot the fire into the furnace.
Yes.
That's we didn't get to see that. We saw the dragon snoring.
They have a lot of interactive characters. This land is getting comparisons to Galaxy's Edge and Cars Land in terms of its level of immersion and especially character interaction. There's a lot of the characters from the films that are walking around. They're heavily invested in entertainment here. One of the things we did not mention was the Untrainable Dragon show.
I watched it. I think it's mainly for kids.
That makes sense.
1 or 2 really cool show elements.
The flying dragon, right?
Yeah, the flying dragon, and then the massive dragon that comes out.
Okay.
But I thought the music was pretty cringe. Sheridan also thought the music was pretty cringe.
They didn't get that guy?
And
I forget his name.
And at the end, they say the line, and remember, friends, together, or something. We have dragons.
I think
like
that's
so memorable.
It's like that didn't hit like you thought it would.
Well, I think the problem is, and again, it's like you're a little too close to a Disney Junior show, I guess.
Yeah, it's really close.
The problem is like, I don't know, it's the cutesy dragons, and then it's like, here, meet Hiccup, or meet
Hiccup
meet
looks
Toothless,
great.
meet Toothless, and it's like going to be
Hiccup
an
looked
hour and a
great.
half wait. To meet
Oh,
Toothless.
Hiccup is the guy.
Yeah.
I was this whole time, I'm like, is Hiccup the dragon?
No, Toothless.
I know.
Toothless,
I know.
yeah.
Hiccup looks great.
John Powell.
Yeah.
He sounds like him.
Nice, good.
He
Not a difficult.
I mean the
impression.
meet and greet one, and Astrid. She looks and great.
Yeah, all the characters. They
The
did a great
twins.
job on.
The twins. Oh my gosh, I couldn't.
did.
They
see the
nailed
twins.
that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just make sure because we went so deep into Darkmoor. I want to make sure.
Yeah.
There's a giant like mountain-like structure in the middle with the house
kind of
on
funny. It's kind of funny just thinking of like how the Ministry of the Harry Potter land doesn't have. They have a walk around troupe of. They have some characters walking around who are just like nondescript, like magical Parisian people. But then you go over to Darkmoor and you have like actually go and meet the monsters, and you go to Super Nintendo World and meet Mario and Princess Peach and Yoshi, and then you go over here to Isle of Berk and you meet the characters from the movie. It's like all three of these. It's like go live out these, live out the fantasy, and then you go to battle, Ministry of Magic, and you're just like, oh,
You don't want to
guess you're
take part
me.
in Harry Potter and the Magical Frenchman?
no,
And the Fantastical Frenchman.
Fantastical Frenchman, yeah, absolutely.
There was a funny thing that happened to me in this land. So I guess they're testing, or I don't even know. So we were walking towards the Trainable Dragon, the show, and Sheridan has to go use the restroom. So my cousin goes with her. And I'm standing there by myself, and I'm like, there's a dragon in the sky. There's actually a dragon in the sky
That's
flying.
crazy.
It's like not even above the land. It's like off site. And I'm just seeing it in the distance. And
Too much meat in this guy, huh?
and I'm like, that's crazy. And I'm like, that's like, that means someone's like just piloting a drone somewhere. Like, what effort is this? This is insane. My cousin comes back. I go, do you see the dragon? And she goes, what are you talking about? I look, it's not in the sky anymore. I'm like, oh no. There was a dragon in the sky. I swear. Sure enough, it finally comes back.
Gotta believe me.
It comes back around. She goes, oh, I see it now. Sheridan comes walking up to us. We're like, do you see the dragon? It went behind whatever it was behind again.
Oh my God.
Just, what are you talking about? I don't believe you guys. They wouldn't do that. Why would there be a dragon way out there? We're like, we swear there was a dragon in the sky. Sure enough, as we're leaving the land, Sheridan like smacks my arm. He's like, look, there it is. There's a dragon.
This is like a Scooby-Doo bit.
Yep.
Good. It happened. I swear.
Right.
I couldn't believe it. And then
That's one of those things that it's like they promised us X-Wing drones and never delivered. But Universal's over here delivering on dragon drones.
well, apparently
for
it's
daily
rare.
shows.
It's apparently
Boeing
is
was
rare,
like, we
but
have
apparently
these
it's super
X-Wings
rare
we
because
have.
I'm seeing like
Yeah.
influencers and people from Florida that go all the time. They're like,
They rarely see it.
yeah. So
But
I
it
couldn't
does
believe
exist.
that the
Yeah.
one time I go to Epic Universe, I see it first try.
Florida man claims he sees dragons in the sky.
Just flying alligators, man. I'm telling you.
So I still don't know to this day if they're testing something or if they're really just trying to add to the atmosphere.
They've just been trying it out because they're not autonomous. They have to fly them. So
Yeah.
it means you have to hire somebody to do it.
Yeah, that's
So
what I'm
it's like,
saying.
It's like how many days a week are you going to pay Paul to come out here and fly?
And like I said, it's not even on site. Like they're so far away.
yeah.
Like they're in the distance. So I don't know where this person is. Just flying a drone dragon.
It's just a kite he bought at the store.
You see someone running really fast, trying to keep it up in the air.
I just like couldn't believe it because I was like,
He tied
there's
two
no way.
strings together.
No
to
one's
get an
gonna.
extra.
I was like, no one's gonna believe me if this dragon
No.
doesn't pop back up.
You didn't get any
No one's
pictures.
gonna
There's no
believe me.
evidence. There's no evidence, folks. He's got no evidence.
And then Sheridan
believe
goes,
you, John.
he's right behind me, isn't it?
Sheridan really thought
I
we
know.
were messing with her.
Yeah.
She's like, guys, like the joke's over. Like it didn't happen.
Alrighty. Well, that's Isle of Berk. Let's get to the final land of the park, and yes, it does count as land. Celestial Park, the core, the center of the park, and there has to be one. It's not just a collection of IP lands.
The Main Street Universe A.
You bet it counts. Nice one. I like that. You've been thinking about that one.
I said it in French,
Yeah.
Universe A.
Celestial Park, man, it's beautiful. It puts the park in theme park, as they say. And yes, it does lack shade to a certain degree, but I would say like you still have like all of this water, just flowing water everywhere. You have the fountains going. You have just so much greenery. Like they really did a good job of just having, you have trees, you have gardens, you have bushes, you have all this stuff going on. Different lighting fixtures. Yes, as you mentioned previously, concrete issues.
No trees.
Even when we went, I just said that.
Oh,
When we John, you only had to sit here. When we first started, or when we went in, there were these areas where they had fencing up around areas of the concrete that they were like trying to fix.
oh.
So that joke I made earlier about
No
Josh
joke.
Tomorrow. Yeah,
I didn't.
And they're
We didn't
still-
have that.
when we went, there were issues, and like they're still trying to repair areas of concrete. in
Swamps
Epic Universe.
like Taco Air settle.
Yeah, it's a problem. So they're still working on that. I love the aesthetic
Oh, I do too.
of Celestial Park and Epic Universe. The styling of this weird, we're gonna create this portal hub that's kind of like World's Fair-esque, kind of, the celestial idea of it. That's kind of like Victorian, but like not steampunk, but kind of a little
Atlantean.
bit Atlantean.
Well, this says themes of astronomy and mythology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
the mythological element, you definitely can tell for sure. That's definitely in there.
But they play with water so much. That's where you
Water's
can
huge.
kind of go for the Atlantean.
Yeah. And in fact, and you know what? Let's do the restaurants first this time. One of them is called Atlantic. It's at the very front. When you first walk in, it's on your left, and it's a giant fish tank. Like it's as if you are dining in the fish tank, and it has like little.
You are the fish.
You are with the fish.
You
The
are
fish
the
above
sardines.
you, and there's a little track running, and you have like all the fish that are running underneath, and there are little crystals and essentially in there. I did not get a chance to go in there. At one point, I had to make a decision: do I go to the bar
I didn't
at the
go in.
Atlantic, or do I go and do more rides? And I did.
But I didn't go in either. But because it's an aquarium or
Yeah.
a fish tank,
You could see it.
the outside is just one huge glass wall window, and you can see the fish that they've hung up on the top to make it look like they're swimming, and yeah, it just looks like a giant fish tank.
It's really nice. Yeah.
But it's so pretty and elegant somehow too.
Oh man, they've done a great job. This is one of the only 2 sit-down restaurants in Celestial Park. One of the very few in the actual park. All the previous restaurants that we mentioned are not like waited upon. You actually sit down and you order with a QR code.
Yep.
Or you order through the app. And then if things are down like they were on the day that we were there, then you go to the counter as a backup. Which apparently is a very frequent occurrence at Epic Universe. So be prepared for technological
Where's
issues.
your face scanner now?
Exactly. So that is a very frequent thing. The only other sit-down restaurant with waiters, I believe, is the Blue Dragon Pan-Asian restaurant, which we also didn't go into, but has very cool neon inside. So that's the other one that you can go to.
I didn't go in there either.
Cool. Did you go to Meteor Astropub?
No.
Cool. I just want to check those off the list. Meteor Astropub, did you go to Pizza Moon?
Yes.
Yeah, talk about Pizza Moon for me.
Pizza Moon was amazing. I think if you're going to Epic Universe, there's 2 places you should eat: the Cones and Pizza Moon. So I got a pizza and it had purple crust, and I don't have the menu up right now.
It's okay.
So I don't even remember what it's called.
That's all right.
But easily the best pizza theme park wise I've ever had. So go there. I also tried one of our friends' pizza also, because we got 2 different ones.
Mm-hmm.
And that was also great. So I think you get anything on the menu, more than likely it's all going to be good.
All right. So you got the pizza lunare.
I think that's what I had.
Roasted garlic bechamel, fromage de lune,
Yes.
ricotta, pancetta,
Yep.
garlic
what it
confit,
was.
and purple celestial ube crust.
Yes, that's what it
or,
was.
as they like to say,
Thank you for popping that up. I was panicking. I was like, I don't know what to type in. I'm trying to talk.
and then what was the other one?
And then what else is on there?
Giant mushroom,
Wasn't that
pizza moon pepperoni.
one? I think it was that. I think it was
Well,
just
there's a lot
I
of
think it
pizza
was
here.
that basic one. But no, all the crust and everything for the most part was
All
the
of it
same
wood-fired,
except for
by
like
the
the
way.
ube one. So
Yeah.
so good. And it's well themed. Did you
Yeah.
go in?
I didn't go inside, but
The oven
it had a
is a
really long
crash
line at the
rocket.
time. Yes, I did see that with the photos online. This is an incredibly well themed space from everything
Is it
I've
like
seen.
Jules Verne? Am I wrong on that?
It is Jules Verne based off of Rocket to the Moon, but it is based off of the first film that was ever. It's one of the first films ever done, but it was one of the first sci-fi films ever done.
Mm-hmm.
That was like a black and white, like man in the
Oh,
moon.
also, because you brought up the QR thing.
Yeah.
The QR code, Sheridan and I would scan it.
Mm-hmm.
We would pick what we wanted to eat. This was an issue we had all day. We would pick what we want to eat. There was no button to check out. So we couldn't order food on our phones. Thank goodness we had someone else with us and it worked on their phone.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't know how we would have eaten at some of these places.
Yeah, that's also a common occurrence.
Could not click checkout,
delete
could
the
not
app
pay.
and re-download, make new accounts.
Couldn't finalize anything. And everything was so based on the QR code.
Is it sad that the Disneyland app is actually good compared to all these other apps? Even the Tokyo Disney app, it's okay.
Well, it's just, if you put in perspective, you just see that other theme parks have more of an issue. It's just investment. It's just, you're like, oh, it's actually kind of hard to run an app for this many people and keep it stable.
I think they just don't care enough.
Yeah.
Instagram runs for a lot of people.
Yeah, but
for a while the team was like 14 people on the team. It just they just don't. It does what they need it to do, and it integrates with old systems that they're afraid to move away from.
All right. Another restaurant that you can go to is the Oak and Star Tavern. This is the one that Anna and I did in Celestial Park. We got a bunch of cut meats there. It is famous for its smoked meats. I think there's one that's like 14 hours, like smoked meats. They're crazy.
I should have went there.
It is regarded as the #1 restaurant in Celestial Park and one of the best restaurants in the park, in Epic Universe in general. Phenomenal. I also had an amazing Hawaiian like pulled pork sandwich. It was excellent. It was really good. They also have live music there. In particular, in the bar, the Plastered Owl. There is a dueling guitarist band that goes in, and they address themselves as like plastered themselves. And they're like, we've been plastered us, and you've been plastered you. Really funny. It is like one of the best bars and one of the best.
If it's dueling, you're there. Huh?
Yeah.
Like dueling coaster, dueling pianos, dueling guitars.
Oh, it's happening. Yeah, we're having a good time.
Dueling lightsabers.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm here for the conflict. It's I would say, between Oak and Star and Plastered Owl. We actually took a break there after going to one of the attractions, which we're about to talk about.
Oh,
You fit a lot into one day, huh?
Yeah, we did.
Because you're like, I went to this restaurant, I went to that one, I went to that one. And John's like, I got a pizza.
He went to more. It sounds like he went to more food and drink places than we did.
Yeah. And what did you do, John? Oh, you saw the show, I guess. And
we saw the show and we went on everything. Well, he went on things multiple times too. I don't know.
Yeah. With Oak and Star Tavern, though, it was one of those things that we took about like a 2-hour break there after doing Stardust Racers, which we're about to get into. And we just like needed that break, in our day. And it was like sitting there, just vibing out in the park. It was very much like, okay, I don't necessarily see myself going back to any other Universal park. Like if I go to Orlando, I don't really care about going to Universal Orlando, Florida. I don't care about going to Islands of Adventure, but I'll go back to Epic Universe. And like, I know that the cost up front was large and like maybe not necessarily worth it every time, but that was something special. Like, and being able to do that and being able to take this time out every day and everything. And the food quality was better than anything I've ever had from Universal in the past. The drink quality, better than anything I've had from Universal in the past. Better than I've had from Disney most times.
It's insane how different this park is compared to every other Universal park.
It is on par. I mean, and again, when you're looking at like, I can go on some of the best roller coasters in the world and the best ride in the world, or at least that I've experienced. Okay. I'm willing to like make that something special every once in a while. Like that's a vacation. That's a thing, But let's get to kind of some of the highlights here before we talk about the last attraction. Let's get to Constellation Carousel. I didn't do this. Did you do this? All right, cool. Constellation Carousel is in the middle of Epic Universe.
It's really pretty.
One of the icons. It's very beautiful. It is included on our Express Pass, but just was not necessarily worth the time.
It's a carousel with freestanding horses, so there's no like mechanism on top, but it acts like a carousel.
Isn't that?
And a little do they move around like teacups a little bit?
They move like teacups,
But
yeah.
not fast. It's
Not fast.
Just
Nothing
in that
special.
motion. Yeah.
Really cool, really beautiful, but just I did not have the time. Let's talk about Stardust Racers.
Wait. Celeste Tiki. You bring
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
this
See, he had too
this
many.
man- he's wearing a
He had too many.
He's wearing a tiki hat.
I am wearing.
He had 36 drinks.
I did.
What'd you have at Celeste Tiki?
Celeste Tiki. So Celeste Tiki is not a full tiki bar. It's a little bit disappointing. It's a little no frills.
You know what
it is? It is interesting that it bears the name Tiki, but it does have a tiki.
I was
on
like,
top of the
okay, the tiki trend, again, it's not really a trend. There's dozens of us.
Yeah,
Is this just some dude on the team who's like, hey, I have a pun?
100%.
And people will drink. And it's a place where we could sell pina coladas and frozen drinks, which
Yes.
you need in Florida.
Yep.
Frozen Coca-Cola in Animal Kingdom and all that saved our
I
lives.
love frozen Coke in Animal Kingdom.
And this was absolutely a case of that. And somebody did get Plantaray OFTD rum, which is a genuinely good rum. So it's like somebody did care about like what they were carrying here in the bar team. And so it's like genuinely good tiki drinks. So like the drink that I had that was pre-mixed was good.
What'd you get?
I think I got the Mai Tai.
You think?
I think that I got the
I don't
Mai
even
Tai.
see it on the menu.
Oh, is that gone? It's the only thing they have is the Mai Tai or the Waituri punch. That's all they
Oh,
have.
I'm looking at the pretty page, not the menu page.
Oh, you're looking at the pretty page.
Okay. Yeah, you would get the Mai Tai. The Waturi punch, you know what that sounds like? Like a racist pun, like watery.
It's from Volcano Bay. It's the
okay.
name of the tribe from
Dude.
Volcano Bay.
Again, I'm not Mr. calling things racist.
Yeah.
but everything I've heard about Volcano Bay sounds racist.
I only saw it from my
What are
window.
the magic bands in Volcano Bay called? Oh, Tapu
Tapu
Tapu.
Tapu.
And I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. What was that?
That was me. I was putting this on the table.
Oh, okay, yeah, Mai
This
Tai.
table.
Planetary rum,
All right, cool.
Rondo, Barilito, 3-star rum, BG Reynolds, Orgeat,
Yeah, it's
De
good.
Kuiper, orange Curaçao, agave syrup, lime juice, mint.
It's good.
It's
It was
good.
excellent.
Cool.
Yeah, after so I wanted to talk about Stardust. Let's talk anyway. Celeste Tiki, it was good. Drinks were good. That I think that was the last.
Would you go
Or
back
the
and
night.
have more drinks there? Or you're like, I'd rather go to all
I would
the other stuff?
absolutely go and get more drinks there, especially with getting one of the cups, the souvenir cups, getting the like $5 off your cocktails. And it's only like whatever the cocktails are that give you the souvenir glassware. Those are the ones that get you the $5 off because essentially it's discounting that you're no longer getting souvenir glassware
Okay.
or like, the souvenir plastic cup.
Yeah.
So then they're like, all right, cool. Whatever this signature cocktail is at Isle of Berk, you get it for $5 off.
That's cool.
So, but if you go and drink around the park, now it's like, there you go. So that's what they were doing on like For Your Amusement and other things. So it's like, oh boy, that's dangerous, but there it is. But at the end of your night, Anna went back to the hotel and I was like, all right, cool. I'm about to crush Epic Universe. Let's let this happen. Let's talk about Stardust Racers. John, what are your thoughts on Stardust Racers?
I think it's my favorite roller coaster of all time. Like insane. We rode it at night. I purposely wanted to ride it at night because of the lights.
The flux capacitors.
Yes, it has an Easter egg to Back to the Future. The flux capacitors are on the very back of the rockets that you ride in. This ride is just, it's fast. You're upside down. You're spinning, and unlike some rides that say they're racers, the other coaster, the other train, it's pretty much with you the whole time. And you guys are flipping over each other. You're spinning around each other. You're going straight, just like a drag race at one point, just side by side. And you're pointing at each other, staring at each other, just like, oh my gosh. And the light package they have on these rockets Oh my gosh, it's crazy. At night you don't even know what's happening because everything is just a blur. But you see the lights from the other coaster going around you, and it was crazy, man. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I absolutely see how somebody who's not meant to be on this ride didn't survive this ride.
I would also say it's a funky restraint system, right? Is it meant to give you?
Yeah.
It's a weight. The bars go over your shoulders.
Yep.
So you don't literally fall out,
Mhm.
but it is pushing down on like your upper thigh. Yeah.
And then and across you. It is not. This is an industry standard ride.
I've had a few
ride
people
restraint.
told me, I think including you,
Yeah.
that it hurt a part of you,
Yeah. No, I definitely.
which is
heard
crazy
afterwards. Yeah.
to me because
'Cause it's
I
not,
didn't get that at all.
It's not keeping your shoulders in place,
No.
which is what stops your head from absolutely whipping around.
Mm-hmm. No, I definitely got whipped around on this one.
Oh no,
I
you're
would
getting
say-
whipped. You're getting whipped real good.
Yeah, this attraction might have been, and I had a lot of fun, both experiences on this, but both times, this is not something I could do multiple times in a row. This is a roller coaster that when you leave the load area, you go straight into not just like, it's like launch and then it launches you even faster and then vertical
You know when
up.
like Hot Wheels,
yeah.
Like when you hit the spinny thing.
the spinning things. So you're going, you're like, oh wow, we're going, and then
It
you're like,
just keeps accelerating you up. And it was one of those things of this is by far the most intense roller coaster I've been in. And it only has like, I don't know, 2 inversions? Is it 1?
dude, I don't know.
There's a corkscrew in it. Right?
Yeah. But it only has like really like only, they call it the celestial spin. So it's not even one of the more intense roller coasters from a, from an inversion standpoint. From an airtime standpoint, it absolutely is. Because it is moving at such a quick pace over air hills so quickly, that it is really throwing you into your restraint, thrashing you so quickly. One of the latest things with, I don't know if we don't need to get into the incidents that have taken place at the attraction. But it's just been a circumstance of just like, you can tell, at least I could tell from the experience that I had that of like, after riding it, you're like, yeah, I can see how, if somebody was either not properly restrained in this vehicle or if they didn't belong on here, that this would be.
Yeah, that's what I was
problem.
trying to get at.
Yeah,
I think it's because usually it's like, don't come on here if you're going to have a heart attack or you have a baby inside of you.
Yeah.
Usually, or you have like spinal issues, but it's not like, it's like people who have like crazy migraines. It's like, this is going to give you a stroke. It's like, I think it's another level, which is like a little bit scary.
It's because it's a hard conversation to have, and that
you also don't
theme park
know.
employees are not prepared to have those conversations, and so it's hard because you can't. It's hard because the theme park can't blame their employees for not being prepared to have those conversations because they're not trained to have those conversations.
What is there like an official don't ride this if,
Now they have more things in place. They basically did a blanket ban
on
if you don't have it was basically if you're not able to move into the vehicle yourself, like you're not able
so
to-
no like you have to do a wheelchair transfer.
it's but if you don't have the limbs to be, because it's not
You have to be able to brace yourself and know that you're bracing yourself.
Yeah.
Like you have to have
because if you don't have the upper body, if you don't have the strength to brace yourself, you're not going to be able to do this.
Interesting.
Because it's the physics that cause the
You're literally at the
injury.
mercy of the physics.
Yeah, and that's the thing of I could feel the physics. It was not comfortable, and that's the thing of there's a certain part of this of just like it can hurt a little.
Oh, this doesn't go over your shoulders.
No,
It's
it
behind
doesn't.
your shoulders,
The
yeah.
the thing goes over you,
Yeah,
but
but-
it goes on your lap. It's not. Yeah, it doesn't go. Yeah. What I wanted to say though is after experiencing this attraction, it was so intense that for Anna and I, we couldn't do anything else afterwards, and that's why we went over to Plastered Owl. we were like, okay, that's it for us for a
It's
bit.
wild. Like,
And Anna went back to the hotel. That was it.
it's
for
almost
her.
like two different experiences here.
Yeah, she couldn't. Yeah, that was it for us.
I think
We
it
couldn't do
helps,
any
John.
day.
Because Sheridan
You're
and I were
5'7".
ready. We were debating on getting on it again, like right after.
Yeah.
And we were like, no, let's just
You're like 5'7.5" or something, right?
5'8". 5'8".
You're 5'8".
Yeah.
Matt was 5'7.5".
Oh, okay.
Yeah, remember that half was funny.
Mm.
And Sheridan's 5'10".
And maybe height
think-
has something to do with
And
it too.
I'm 5'9".
Headache.
And that's the average range. Like average male in the US is 5'9".
So what's Freddy?
Freddy's like 6'2".
6'2".
So average, it's a small range,
Mhm.
you know, and then they got to lean on the smaller side because most people
Yeah.
are below 5'9" if you account for, you know, women.
You know what's wild to me is I feel sicker on, or more sick on Silver Bullet than I did this ride.
And this didn't have anything to do with sickness. This doesn't have anything to
Oh,
do
no?
with stomach. No,
Oh,
not
you
at
just
all.
hurt that bad?
No, it's just it's
Oh, man.
it feeling hurt. It's your head and your
Damn.
muscles from being thrashed.
Okay.
Like it's the physics of you getting pulled, your body, your mass getting pulled up and down so violently. And the vibration is intense. This is not a smooth ride, in my opinion. And again, and I'm saying all this as a caveat. It still felt like you were flying. You're moving at such a speed. Like my eyes just watering. Like I couldn't. You're just like, I'm like kind of like at the end trying to catch my breath. I was like, you're just like, you're my mouth just gaped. Like I just couldn't like you couldn't comprehend what you were
Do
seeing.
you want to hear the
it never slowed down.
This is in the safety and accessibility guide. So there are many symbols, first of all. Symbol 1 is a metal detector. Symbol 2 is lightning bolts on your heart. The other is a man clutching his lower back. The other is a woman with a baby. The other is motion sickness, but it's like I guess these are international symbols. The other is like somebody laying down with their knee and arm up and lightning bolts on I think that's stroke or seizure. Seizure, probably. The other is breathing problems.
Yeah.
And then a stethoscope. It just says no stethoscope. And then it just says nothing. And then there is no amputees.
Interesting.
Like no prosthetics, no service animals, 48-inch. So it says, these high-speed roller coasters include sudden and dramatic acceleration, climbing, tilting, and inversion and dropping. Oh, and inversion, so just one. This attraction will require guests to pass through a metal detector as loose articles are strictly prohibited. This ride employs safety restraints which may not accommodate certain people due to their body shape or size.
I totally forgot about the metal detector.
Yeah.
A test seat is available in front of the attraction entrance to assist guests in determining their ability to ride. Stow all loose articles in the locker. You must be able to independently, 1, maintain an upright position, 2, support your torso, neck, and head while absorbing sudden and dramatic movements, and 3, brace your body with at least one natural upper extremity. So like hold yourself back.
Mm-hmm.
When seated, both natural legs at minimum must at minimum terminate below the ankle. No prosthetic limbs.
Interesting.
So you have to have the muscles to push, I guess.
Mhm.
Attraction cannot accommodate service animals. Portable kennel is available. Mobility devices. This attraction has a device to assist you with your transfer to the ride vehicle. Guests using mobility devices must be able to walk independently.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's a lot in there.
Yeah.
Now, this says this for Dragon Racers Rally now, too. The brace your body, that kind of thing.
Yeah. It's probably going to be for all roller coasters.
I think they're just like,
no, that's going to be the same thing. It's going to be their lawyers are going to put it for everything after that. Again, it's like, it's a shame that like this incident happened in particular. And I don't think it has anything to do with like, because of this, that also like the roller coaster was down for like the next month, even after we were on it. But it's like, I don't know. It's one of those things that definitely after we experienced it, it's like, oh yeah.
So how do you feel about the ride,
I'm
Freddie?
so bummed for him.
Again,
I'm so bummed for him.
Had so much. We had a lot of fun on the roller coaster. As a like, you're in the middle of that thing, your adrenaline is pumping, and you're like, this is like. But that adrenaline pump also was just like, okay.
Before it was over, were you like, I got to get off of this thing?
No,
Okay.
no, absolutely not. Like the most intense experience of my life type of thing. Like I'm just like, all right, cool. I think I've had the most intense experience I've ever had in a roller coaster, and I think I'm ready to go sit down for a while. And that was basically it. Is you're kind of in a little bit of like, that was my experience, was like in a little bit of shock, like where it's like, this is not Disney roller coaster realm. This isn't even Six Flags roller coaster realm for me. It was just like the level of speed and intensity on those things was like different. I was like, this is a different level for me.
It seems like Tatsu level, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I've never been on Tatsu either. Maybe. I don't know.
John's smiling like a madman.
I think this ride is just.
I want to.
insane.
You know what I wanted
And
to
then-
call you when
okay.
you said this is the best ride ever?
So then,
No, not best ride.
I know.
Best roller coaster
I wanna-
I've ever been on.
Your new nickname, Johnny Stardust. I like
so
it.
I then did this at night after Anna left as the final ride of the night, because I was like, well, then I'm going to go back to my hotel. Great. And at night, it's even more insane because you can't see anything. It's because the only thing that's illuminated is the ride vehicle.
See? And that's all
And so
I
that's
did.
the
We only
beauty of
did
it.
it at night. So
And then it's like the great thing is I was seating even further back on the coaster, so then I could like fully see the coaster being illuminated, and you're like, oh, this is just the way to live.
it's
way
an
to
actual racer.
Yeah.
Like the fact that the other coaster is there the entire
really cool.
time.
Yeah. All right. That's Stardust Racers, though. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it's like
I'm
so
worried
much
I was
pressure
shocked.
on that thing.
I'm worried for people though now. Like,
Yeah, I know.
I want
That we're
everyone to
setting that
ride
up.
this and be like, this
I think
thing
if
is
I ever
awesome.
go, I don't think Kimmy's going to get on this ride.
And that's okay. That's okay to be intimidated by it. I really do. It's impressive.
It's a little weird though to like, hey, you got to decide whether you think you're going to die or not.
No, it's entirely safe. It's entirely safe at this point. It's the only reason that incident took place the way it did.
Yeah, I thought it was
and we know
multiple.
exactly why.
No, it's one.
It's a
No.
singular.
There
There was some
There's
thing
some
else.
that they died like the next day.
Oh no, I don't know about that.
Yeah, there's a couple.
I
They
don't
died
know about
later.
that.
One showed up dead at the loading station, right?
That one. Okay, so I don't know how much you want to get.
No, let's not get into it. I'm saying there were multiple
But-
incidences.
Okay, so yes. Okay, and the issue has been that every situation with this has been pre-existing. As far as this has been reported,
Okay, so my point is,
Yeah.
you don't always know what's pre-existing.
on a roller coaster.
Well, no,
And that's
like
true.
you don't know if you have a medical condition. Like
Sure.
some people are like, oh, I felt like garbage for a couple years, but I always feel like garbage. And then you
Yeah.
find out like they had a tumor, or
Yeah.
something tragic. Like I don't want to make light of it. Like,
But-
so you don't know going on to this ride. Oh, there was like this thing.
But I want to say, from a safety standpoint, the roller coaster is safe. I just want to say that the conversations that are happening now and what you went over as the safety rules of like, they had to improve those things and restrict access because of the way that the ride system is built, because it's not meant to handle people who are not able to hold themselves up without limbs.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
It's a weird situation.
It's a weird situation.
I don't think this isn't like, oh, Universal built a death trap. That's not what
No.
I'm saying.
No,
but it's
absolutely
very strange.
yeah.
It's like because it's a brand new ride, and you're
Yeah.
like, what's happening?
Yeah, and within the first year this happened.
yeah,
Yeah. All right. But that's Stardust Racers.
And that's
I want to get back. Get back real quick and just talk about Celestial Park because I want to end on a good note.
I think you really
back
like
on it,
Celestial Park.
Because walking out of Epic Universe, Celestial Park like water show starts and the fountains start going. They don't have World of Color or anything like that. It's just the music of Celestial Park and everything. All the LEDs just light up, multicolored, and they start doing nighttime music shows for every land.
Yeah, I saw the Mario one. It's pretty
good
cool.
night. It felt pretty cool to be exiting the park and you're just getting a highlight from each land. You visited Epic Universe. This is how you should feel. And I'm just saying, like, it was a good time. Like, this Epic Universe is something special. It has an identity. And it's just going to get better from there. And I, as much as like Harry Potter has its problems, it's getting a new ride. Nintendo World has its problems. It's getting a new ride. I'm excited. It's just going to get better. How do you feel, John?
That this park is amazing.
Yeah.
Epic.
Yeah, there it is. You said it. You said the thing.
fantastic.
Epic.
All right.
Fantastic as islands.
So, yeah, my only thoughts are it's 4 lands about things I don't really care too much about. So it sounds very cool. It sounds very fun, and I think a lot of people will enjoy it. So, Johnny Stardust, take us away. It was supposed to be way more elegant than that. Josh, just read your
And
line.
that's our Trammin'verse topic of the week.
This is our final stop.
Thanks for chatting with us today. Do you know that reference?
No.
It's Uncle Vernon from Harry Potter.
No.
Have you seen the first Harry Potter? You haven't seen Harry...
No.
I've seen the first Harry Potter like maybe twice.
Okay, so it's... You know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
Have you seen the first Harry Potter?
Yeah, a long time
So,
ago.
right in the beginning, it's Dudley's birthday.
Yep.
And he gets gifts,
Yep.
right? And he goes, "Oh, come open your gifts." And then Dudley's like, "How many are there?" And then
36,
and he goes, 36, counted them myself. And he
my
goes,
God.
36 last year was 37. And he freaks out.
So, well, there you go.
So I'm like, Freddy's not doing the accent.
No, see, I didn't know. I roll with it anyway.
I'll put this at the end.
Thanks for traveling with us today, and we hope you have a happy and memorable visit to the Disneyland Resort. Please lower your head, watch your step, and exit to the driver's right-hand side only.
Goodbye.
You're not getting that goodbye. It's getting cut out.